I did want to make a podcast with Lucy.
What do you think? Just talk to her.
I don't know how it would go. Here, can you bring that closer to your mouth? Yeah.
That's good.
So good. I can't hear it, but I'm going to assume yes.
This might be far.
My audio's cut the entire time.
Yeah,
you
that
see
would be
my
terrible.
mouth moving.
The fact that that's happened, just because you said that, I want to check if something didn't work.
With Mr. Federico.
Oh my gosh. I hate that happened. Maybe I'll go back. He boxed me, though. Still.
He did?
Yeah. He didn't give me the text back.
Yeah, to your question.
You call it boxed?
Yeah, what do you call it?
Opened?
Really?
Yeah.
But I get boxed. He sends me a box.
You get opened.
Do you guys use Snapchat still a lot?
Yeah. I think I'm an avid Snapchatter.
I hate Snapchat.
I'm just bored. when I'm at school, not as much. But when I'm home and I'm like alone doing nothing all day, definitely.
Why do you like using it? Because for me, it's like, it's kind of cool seeing people that I don't see. But I just send my face. I
don't know. I've talked to a lot of people on it.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
That's all I use it for. I just use it to talk to girls.
Okay.
Brutally, honestly, I don't use it to I don't Snapchat like James. Like I text him if I gotta
that is
hear
true.
from James.
I Snapchat Alex.
I feel like Snapchat is just like used to pick up girls. That's what all my friends at school use it for. They don't Snap. Like who do you Snapchat?
So you Snapchat me?
I
or your friends?
Snapchat my
Yeah,
friends.
I'm trying to hook up with you. They're just waiting for it.
Yeah, no, I guess that's kind of true. But so, situation. You're at a bar.
Yep.
Or a restaurant, gym, again, wherever you meet a suitable other.
Are you meeting girls at the gym?
Okay, so there is.
This is more. He wants advice.
Yeah. Are you asking where to meet girls? Is that what this is
Maybe.
about?
Where do you meet them? But I think anyone at the gym, like it's at the beach too, they're just more attractive. Like 1,000 times more attractive.
You think the
see
gym,
them.
like the airport, that's definitely one of
Yes.
those spots.
Why is
Oh,
that?
the airport.
It's
I
just a
agree.
thing.
Because you
see
never,
it. It's maybe is it the mystery behind it? It's like,
Maybe.
who are you?
What's your deal?
What's your deal? No, because there is that mystery. Like, you can be whoever my mind, until I talk to you and I'm like, well, you suck. I don't like you.
You're the worst type of person.
Yeah. But at the gym, so you go up to someone, you're like, hey, gorgeous.
Really hope not.
That works for you a lot? That's got a good success
You
rate.
guys told me last night. You were like,
It does. It works.
girls don't get gorgeous enough.
What?
That was this morning. Our conversation this morning. We were telling James just like to walk
Oh,
up to
yeah,
a girl
it's
and be
like-
like, "You're
yeah.
absolutely
You look
gorgeous."
I think, yeah, a girl will be like, oh my God.
Yeah, dude, why do, I was actually talking to my friends from school about this, because they're like, we went to Maine, a bunch of guys and like a few girls, and every day they're like, they hype us up. They're like, you guys look so good right now. And then one day we're like, you look good. They're like, oh. I'm like, do you guys not get this a lot? I thought
No.
girls always got just compliments.
It's nice to compliment, but you complimented my dress yesterday, and I was like, oh, that was so sweet. And you're like, oh, thanks, guys. Because you
Yeah, because you got left out. That was a tough one.
tough. No, but it's true. There's something nice, especially when you're complimenting everyone on the streets.
It was.
Like, it made people happy.
People love that. I mean, just getting a compliment changes your mood for like a solid. It's like all you think about
does.
for like the next like 10 minutes.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
that's sweet.
Like word, like I'm absolutely killing that. Like you're thinking like, okay, like he just said I got a cool shirt, now I'm wearing this around for the rest of the day. Like
Yeah.
things are only looking up.
And it's the same way for the other way too. Someone's like, I don't like your shoes.
Yeah, I got my shoes were bad. Some girl told Tessa, she was like, if that boy had different shoes, you'd have like a better chance. I'd be like, ow, like really?
That kind of
My
hurts.
shoes?
Yeah.
We're in a packed
Just
bar.
like the
Who's giving me the full up and down and being like, yo, those shoes, that's the line. They're like all right shoes.
You had them up to the shoes.
Yeah, I was
You
like,
lost
okay,
you have to get
okay,
the shoes
nope.
that I sent you. You have to get them.
Yeah. Oh,
Game changer, I promise.
why?
I just
The Vehas? Why are they so
They're
yeah.
like
popular
white
now?
shoes.
I don't
Everybody
know. They're
has
white
them.
shoes, but they're just so like clean. They look good. They put the outfit together. It's not like sneakers, like running sneakers.
Yeah. There's something about the shoes. It does tie everything together. But you look around, like when I'm at school, everyone has white shoes.
Like bar shoes, like
Yeah.
Air Force Ones or like Stan
Just-
Smiths.
Exactly.
Everybody has like the exact same.
And I'm
These
like,
ones are nice. I promise.
they're
the exact
From a girl's
They're the
perspective,
exact-
I'm like,
What do you look for?
Is that the
in
game
your
changer? If
shoe?
I had those on, would I have gotten that girl in the city?
Probably.
Like, dang.
Probably.
What a bummer.
Wait, so do girls like look at a guy and look at his outfit and be like, Are you suitable
Depends.
for mating?
Like some people like different styles of guys. Definitely some people like different style. Like the ripped jeans.
I don't get that style.
I don't get that style. But some people like it.
That's
Or
fair.
the khakis. Some
That's
girls
fair.
like that style.
All right, so back to the gym. So you go up and you ask for someone's Snapchat or phone number?
Phone number.
Yeah.
Phone number?
Well, wait, am I walking up to a random girl in the gym?
Well, you see her every week.
Okay, I guess. That's a tough one.
Well, I guess it could be
That's not the way I would go
any.
about this.
Okay, fine. The question that I'm asking is, when you ask for someone's number, is it their Snapchat or their phone number?
Snapchat.
Snapchat.
Yeah, Snapchat.
And you're saying phone?
I would say phone number.
I would never like text. I mean, like if I liked her, maybe. And
Yeah, if you liked her, yeah.
Like if I actually wanted to like bring her on a date, I'd get her phone number. But like most likely, I'm just gonna get her Snapchat and talk to her on Snapchat.
What do you think's more like better look for the guy? Because that guy texted you this morning
I
at
know.
2:40.
Horrible look.
I think it's a bad
I
look.
would never do that. After meeting a girl in a bar on a Friday night.
No, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's
I don't
something
even
I
know
would
who's
do.
Paul. Who's Paul from Bowery?
He's Paul from Bowery.
Electric.
Just wanted to know how your day was going.
Yeah.
My response back.
Word.
Long time viewer Paul, we apologize.
Long time. Your response was like just word. Word.
All right, Paul.
Oh my God.
So you think, but like, it's hard because what are we supposed to do as guys if you're interested in a girl and you text them, and then you just get shat on? But if you don't, then nothing comes.
That's
up.
why I put it on Snapchat. It just disappears. Nobody can ever see it.
And no one can make fun
That's
of me
true.
for
There's
it.
no proof that you got rejected if you do it on Snapchat. I'm just saying that disappears. Like the pain, it just
Nice clear
vanishes.
conversation. It's gone.
That's it. They're like, oh, like I see you got a snap text with her. I was like, butt dial.
Yeah.
You can say whatever you want.
Yeah.
Text, you see it right there. Screenshots
it's-
it, sends it to her friend, just like Gianna did to us. Poor Paul from Bowery Electric got put on blast in the group chat. Just immediately getting put on blast right now. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be Paul.
Yeah.
I wish I knew what Paul looked like.
Dude, I remember who you were talking to. He was a pretty good looking kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's nice.
So
So maybe I should respond.
you should respond.
So maybe I should respond.
Yeah. No, but what are you supposed to do in that? Because I make this mistake all the time. I get too eager, and I get excited because I'm like, oh, I like you.
Mm-hmm.
Like I had fun with you, and I want to text you so we could do it again. But then it comes off as like I need you, but I don't. You know?
I don't know,
Like
it's weird.
do fine by myself.
Like if it's in a college setting, you're at a party, I said I would do Snapchat. But if you're at a bar, you're in New York City, I think number.
Number. But when do you text? That's the thing. It's a
I
game.
know. It is
Life's a game, man.
I hate texting too.
Yeah, texting sucks. Why can't we
Sucks.
just like? I don't want to call you though.
No, I'm not calling.
I like to have a conversation.
I love FaceTiming people. I FaceTime you guys all the
Yeah.
time.
All the time.
Simple question. Like, hey, like when are you going to James's?
Yeah.
FaceTime.
Yeah, that is.
I
nice.
love it. I think
do
it's
like
better.
FaceTiming.
You get to see their face.
Yeah.
See what they're doing.
See what they're doing. See what their life's
Get
like.
have a little chat. Get a little window into their life.
Yeah, it is nice to see the other person's face.
It's a beauty.
Maybe
It
That's
is.
that's like kind of I guess why I don't. I guess why I still use Snapchat because I like it's cool sometimes. Like if somebody sends you a picture like where they are, what they're doing.
yeah.
Like you would have no way of knowing that if
Over
you weren't.
text.
Yeah, like somebody wouldn't text me like, "Hey, I'm at this cool hike at the top of this mountain. Like, look at this view."
Like cool.
But like if you're a Snapchat and you just like fire one off, just like without even thinking about it. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, cool. Kind of enjoy
That
it.
is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Gives you perspective. It
Yeah.
makes me wonder because communication keeps improving as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Like what are you fucking pigeons and letters?
Pigeon carriers. We
Pigeon-
got to bring those
pigeon
back.
carriers?
Can we
Those are
still
good.
do that?
They
Because
do
that seems
do it.
extremely.
They do do
That
it.
seems extremely complicated.
Yeah, they train
Definitely
pigeons.
complicated.
Remember? Do you ever watch Hey Arnold?
No.
Well,
What is that?
it was a
It's like a
Nickelodeon
kid
show.
Yeah, right.
And his grandpa, I'm pretty sure, had like a pigeon farm.
Uh-oh.
I could be making it.
Oh.
It sounds right though.
This is what I wanted Hey Arnold to be about.
Hey Arnold, I want more pigeons,
Yeah.
less of Arnold. Yeah, but I think in the future, I think we're gonna go with some like Star Wars telegraphic or holograph stuff.
You think so?
Or
like full body, like hop in there.
I don't know how we haven't so
I mean,
far.
I bet it exists.
You think?
On like a prototype scale, and like in big labs where you have to use like giant devices,
Yeah.
like probably.
Like science on the sphere.
It'll be like that. Yeah.
Jesus
Use that
Christ.
projection system or something.
That was the
like
most pointless thing I think ever.
It was so stupid.
I liked it.
It was cool to look at.
Did you guys
Foam?
ever use it? I never had a
We
class
used
that
it
went in there.
once. I think in
Once.
McCormick's class we used it.
Yeah. That's it.
We have one at Syracuse too.
Really?
And it's just as pointless.
Like no one. What are you gonna look? I don't know.
The weather
A cell.
on a globe.
And then you try to look at it, and then you have to like walk around
Yeah,
it.
you gotta like.
It's stupid.
It's like what you see over there.
It's so stupid.
Yeah,
It has
it's
like
stupid.
one good purpose.
What is the purpose? It looks cool. It does. It looks so cool.
I think it's like look at all this money we spent
Spent
on
on-
a fucking globe.
On a globe, and they
That's
always said it's. Mobeard had it, and then this other school had it, and that was it.
And NJ, the museum.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
science
yeah.
museum.
And they
Yeah.
prided themselves on that.
Yeah,
They
well, why do you
loved
think-
saying that line.
No other schools had it.
No schools.
sucks.
No
Because
schools
there's no-
anywhere have it. High schools.
Not a good investment. No one's-
Also, how can a high school raise that much money? to
100
buy
million
it?
by 2020 or
20 mil by 2020.
Yeah.
Easily.
Ridiculous.
Beat it by like 2016.
What are you doing with all that money?
Landslide.
Buying a science on a sphere.
Yeah, I mean they did.
And the
do
building, the new building.
They did. That building is beautiful.
I love that
What, the
building.
Math and Science Center?
Yeah.
And the new
Oh, underneath.
underneath.
That's
the
so
science.
sad. You would have
Oh,
loved
I didn't even
that.
see
I
that.
know.
It's
It
sick.
was so cool. It's,
The
what is it
music
called?
production.
Yeah.
Maybe I
film
have seen
thingy.
Music. It's
It's like a soundproof room.
and they have.
Oh, you blew it. You left just too early.
I know. They really built it. This was like my perfect. I was out of Wilkie, where it smelled
Yes.
like sewer.
Wilkie
and
was
shit.
awesome.
and
Wilkie
JR.
was awesome.
Yeah. And, oh my
You and
gosh. I was in there one night, and I was walking in to edit, and there's just like two people just hooking up. I'm like, I just want
In
to
the
edit
bathroom.
this.
The Wilkie
No,
bathroom.
literally in the computer lab, they like block the door with chairs. I'm like, what is
Kids,
going on?
kids hooking up at school is always wild to me, but I always wanted to do it.
It's weird.
It's like something you want to cross off your bucket list.
Yeah. Well, have you done, what's it called? Where did we park junior year?
A Weston?
Yeah.
No, I never did that.
The West.
The Weston. No, never did that.
I never
We have a
went to
friend who
the
did.
Weston.
I'm not going to expose her.
Yeah,
but
don't.
I love that. I know who it is too. It makes it better.
That's horny.
it's great.
Yeah, just testosterone changes in our body.
I just could have been like doing that midday and like going to math class.
Yeah,
That's what I think that would be awesome. I just think that would be awesome. Just looking around, being like, you didn't just have sex in a bathroom. I did. That's just pretty cool.
I
Do
guess
you
it's
remember
like,
who it was who you walked in on?
Yeah, I do. I don't want to say. But there's another time. Wilkie was a wild place.
It was weird. Kids, that was the hookup spot.
It was.
on
Well,
campus.
I was even like I was editing one night, and then I just hear music, and then I look, and there's just like a full band playing with like teachers playing the trumpet and like the sax. I'm like, what is happening? And I just like shut the door and just go back. It's a weird place,
It is a really weird place.
but this is a different topic, but it made me think when you just like follow your path and you don't think too much, I feel like you have way more fun. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, what do you mean?
Say I was in Austin during winter break, and I was done for the night, like hanging with my friends. It was like 9 o'clock. It's like I could go to sleep, or like this random idea came in my head. I could ride a scooter around the city and go to the Capitol building.
Got it.
And I was like, fuck yeah. And I'm like, I don't know where I'm going. I don't know why, but I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun.
Pointless
yourself?
adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
have
great.
to. I love a
That's
good
great.
old fashioned pointless adventure. Nothing. My friend Davis is like the king of them up at the lake house. That's all. Like literally, all my friends just like kind of follow him like a puppy dog, and he'll just go do like. It'll always. I mean, it always ends up fun, but it'll start being like, hey, I'm gonna go slackline 10 feet like above these trees over here, and then we'd go over, see something, go follow that thing, and give us an idea, and you just like keep moving throughout like a pointless adventure. It's like that's
cool.
exactly what we did as we were kids.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
all summer long, all you would do is just go out, no plans, and just be like, let's hang out.
Yeah.
Let's play
And we entertained ourselves too.
Yeah.
for hours. I could
hours.
disappear at like 10 a.m. and come back at 6. My mom would be like, you got to come back earlier.
When did we lose
Check
that?
in.
Like
When we
that
had to
curiosity.
job, when you had to start getting a job. That's when I lost
Yeah.
mine. Because once you have to start showing up for something.
We start having obligations.
Yeah.
I feel like that kind of like strips us.
I still feel like a kid. Like when I come home for like winter break, I just like I play all day, like straight
No
up.
class.
I don't do anything.
Oh my god.
I just like kind of like run around. Mom's like, somebody's got to go return this at the mall. I'm like, me.com. I'll go return this at the mall. Park on the opposite side on purpose. Boom. Now I got to walk through the whole thing.
Yeah, that is true.
Opportunity arises if you give it the chance. I'm just saying.
No, yeah, and you allow yourself for like change and new
Yeah.
things to come in your life.
That's I saw a video on a guy who's he's doing something called rejection therapy. So
What is that?
every day he goes out and gets rejected.
By like,
Anybody.
What do you mean?
Goes out, he'll like in a Starbucks, he'll like order a medium. He'll be like, hey, like I know I didn't pay for it, but can I get a large? And like sometimes there's like, yes. Like I would say out of like the
try that.
85 days he's been doing it, like only like 30 rejections.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the point of it?
To like this exact thing, like bring you on little adventures, teach you just like if you just ask, you could just do so much more. Like
Yeah.
you are like
Doesn't
holding,
hurt to ask.
you're holding like you're holding
Okay.
yourself back by thinking like, oh no, they're gonna say no. So like he'll like walk up to a construction site, and be like, hey, like can I take an elevator to the top floor? Guy will be like, yeah, if you put on this hard hat. He's like okay, like done. Easy. Little adventure. Boom. We got to see the top of a skyscraper just because you asked.
That is cool.
That is really cool.
Fear stops us from doing a lot of things.
Definitely.
Everything.
Yeah, anxieties and fear of the future.
And as you grow older, you get more fears. Like I always wanted to skydive.
Yeah.
And my dream was to do it abroad. And now that I'm going, I'm like, I don't know if I can do it.
You can.
Oh, you have to.
You got to.
If I'm like, someone would have to push me. I
Well,
don't think
there's
I
a guy
could.
like
Yeah.
tied to you, so he'll do the jumping.
As I was like, I cannot free will jump out of the plane.
Yeah.
That could not happen.
But
That'd be
that's
awesome.
mindset. When I was in Colorado, I met this therapist at a bar. Weird.
Oh no.
This is
I don't like
How
the
you
start to
feeling
the
today,
story.
Dave?
doing okay.
I was 6 beers deep. I started crying.
It was interesting though, because I was telling him about stuff, and I would say stuff like that, like I can't do. He's like, never say that. Don't put that into the world. Like, don't put that energy out there. And I kept saying stuff like, oh, sorry, man. He's like, don't apologize. I'm like, oh, okay. But it's true, because like if you put that energy out there, saying like I
Yeah,
can't
you're
do
putting
this,
it
I
into the
can't.
universe, yeah.
You put it in your head too. You're like, I can't do this, but in reality, you can. Like I was just talking to my youth minister, Mark, the boy, and we were talking about shit. I lost it.
You don't know what you and Mark were talking about?
We talked for like 3.5 hours.
Sorry, Mark. Your conversation was not that intriguing.
Yeah, it was. Dude, we went all over the place. Oh, frick. What was I saying? What were you saying? I
Little
lost it.
adventures, fear holding you
adventures,
back.
Skydiving.
Oh.
Therapist.
Yeah,
Therapist bar.
he was talking about, sometimes this happens. He was talking about this guy. His friend who he works out with, is went to war in Afghanistan, lost his leg, and he has a brand. It says "Adapt or Die" on his T-shirt, and on the back it says "Too dumb to quit," but the "two" is spelled T-O because that's
Nice.
not in proper grammar. And so his friend, like the joke was, he was so dumb, he wouldn't think about what he was doing, like how hard it was, and he would just do it. He was just in that flow state. So this guy is like so dumb. You know, when you're doing reps and stuff, you're thinking like, I can't do this. Like it's so heavy. But when you just don't think about it and you just do it and you get in that flow state, you could do it much more. Or you focus on your form instead. Lucy.
Podcast. There it is. We're waiting for you to chime in. Yeah, get in there.
See, Lucy.
Say what you
You
gotta
look
say.
so happy when you
She's got a lot to talk about.
What are your
to the
thoughts,
pod
Lucy?
with Lucy.
Yeah.
She just hopped up right for the mic. And she's spinning around. She is inbound in this one.
Lucy, sit. Please.
No, she's on the wire.
Yeah.
Don't have her sit. She'll rip this microphone out of the wall.
Come on.
Oh, she has this thing.
Lucy just loves creating havoc. I think that's what she's really
Like around
into.
her leg.
That's what all dogs do. 'Cause it just brings the attention towards them.
Yeah.
That's all they want. Just more attention.
Because that's what keeps them alive. Get out of here, Lucy.
I'll press this good press. There it is.
There we
She's
go.
out.
There we go.
Go.
Tried to take away Gianna's mic. I've been trying to do that all night. I'm glad somebody finally succeeded.
What?
Take away Gianna's mic.
Oh, yeah. Lucy's insane. This is why she usually goes upstairs. But she would just bark if she was upstairs right now. Yeah, but she's getting. I could feel her tail. I was just
Hey,
wagging.
down.
This
fix
is
you out.
content for people listening. Well, it's Lucy, and you're missing out. But my point was, when you go into those flow states and you don't think about things, because our minds hold us back a lot.
Yeah.
And when we can get out of that those anxieties, we open ourselves to doing way more than we think we could.
I always think about that because like when I work out, the very few times.
You're so strong, man. You're so strong.
So I worked out this morning.
Yeah.
If you can't,
Yesterday, the physical trainer was like, "Your arms are bigger than mine." Do you remember that? We were going down the street, and he was like, I don't know how we figured out he was a trainer.
This was after we saw that really cute dog laying.
Yes.
who was
yes.
this?
Dude, it was just some guy on the street. I don't know. We just started talking to him. I'm like,
Had to.
I think I was like,
I'm self-conscious.
I think I'm like, you're a big guy. Like how do you work out? Like, how do you work out your forearms? Because my forearms are really small.
Oh, I do remember you asking.
He was like, get a broom and figure it out. I'm like, what?
What does it even mean?
I don't know. I kept asking, like, dude, you'll figure it out. I'm like, I don't think I will. But I'm like, my arms are so small. He's like, yeah. I'm like, whose arms are big? He's like, Gianna's. Damn it. Sorry, continue.
Did you grab my sweatshirt?
I forgot. Yeah. Sorry, just cover up.
No, that was not a. Okay.
A
Continue
jab
on.
at Gianna's fat arms? No, we heard it, James. God, you animal.
Your arms are very strong, Owen.
Thank you. I try.
You're welcome.
I'm a kind of machine.
Yeah.
You know how I work.
What were you saying before I?
Honestly, totally gone. Totally gone. Not a single thought anymore.
When you're working out and not thinking about it, you think about it sometimes.
Oh yeah. What you were saying, like with like ourselves limiting, like if I can do like you can do like 10 reps or something, you can like do 15, but like your mind, like if you put it down for a sec, you're like, no, I can do it, and like you put your mind back to it. You know how like, you can like do 5 more. Like, do you ever wonder how much you could actually do if your mind like didn't stop you, like what you're like capable of?
Yeah.
Is there like are people better at doing that? Is that why bodybuilders are bodybuilders? Like, is there something in their brain that allows them to be like, better mentally trained as well, where they can just be like shut off that pain valve or whatever it is and just go until actual failure?
I think when you look at gymnasts, like doing those flips in the air, it's a mental thing. It's a mental block that you have to go through. Once you don't have the mental block anymore, you can do
like
it.
committing to it, you mean? Like instead of
But it's that fear of failure that stops a lot of people.
I think it's sick.
But our bodies are way stronger than our minds. Like your body can withstand so much more.
Yeah.
Because like you go in a cold shower, an ice bath, or something, your mind's like, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out.
Isn't there also like a thing though where it's like, if your mind didn't exist, you could bite off like your fingers with like.
Yeah, is that true?
Oh, your pinky?
That. Like it's carrot. Like easy as
you
a
bite
carrot.
off your pinky like a carrot.
Because like, think about your bone; it's not that thick.
Yeah, it's not.
I got some.
You got some chompers.
I got some chomp power in there. I think
Probably.
I think you do.
I think you can get it off. Not like a carrot.
I don't know.
I think that's a little.
I think that's the same.
They are tiny though. You know, I got like I got tiny little fingers.
Bones.
Can you bite off
A finger, your pinky.
Oh, are we getting the answer? Oh, perfect.
Yeah, that's right. Like a carrot. See, I told you. It auto-corrected like a carrot. No.
Short answer.
It says the finger has a
Did
bone.
you theft my water?
She might have.
Yeah, get out of here.
It says the finger has a bone in it that the carrot lacks. Okay, she'll let us know. So it's much more difficult to do.
Wait, there are no bones in carrots, you're telling me?
That's what it's saying.
Crazy.
So that's the
So
stupidest
just
thing
plain
I've
and
ever
simple,
read.
it was just a
It
no.
was
Just a simple no.
I just
to
read
that
you
to
what
that
it said.
conversation.
Yeah.
We're just gonna shut that one down
You could
now.
bite at the joint. Oh, it says you could bite at the joint, which would be easier, but tendons are fat, tougher than carrots. Well, I'm just gonna look up. Can you bite off your pinky? I think you can.
Like a carrot.
Well, yeah, no, you definitely can, because like when people get like hopped up on bath salts, like they like.
Oh, it says biting through bath salts. Biting through a finger requires so much force that attempts often lead to partial amputation. Oh, a bite that doesn't completely sever the finger. Ew. But there are cases of fingers being off bit entirely. But such an act requires extraordinary force, far greater than 200 newtons of carrot cutting. Why does everything go back to carrots? 200 newtons of carrot cutting power.
Well, think about it. You can. It's the standard measurement of unit of measurement
like
in the
similar
biting world. how many carrots it takes.
Yeah.
The carrot force.
To cut off your finger, it's like biting on
Well,
four
it's
carrots.
it's like very possible to bite off the ear. Mike Tyson. I wouldn't think this
my
is
God.
It's like
too
cartilage.
biteable.
It's cartilage.
Yeah, I guess it was more like a rip.
Yeah, but it still came like clean off, like a dog. Like,
Yeah.
That was hurt so bad.
I was watching.
getting your ear bit off. Yeah, I think that would, just like a little bit.
That hurt.
I would throw that up there.
That hurt. I was watching Vincent Van Gogh's documentary, movie kind of thing the other night. He's a weird guy. He's something mentally.
Van Gogh?
Yeah.
I don't know much
Probably.
about him other than the fact that he was an artist.
And he cut his ear off.
And he cut his ear off. I mean, those are the two.
He was like.
I didn't like his paintings when we had to
Really?
know them when we were little.
Dude,
Yeah.
he talked about it. He's like, I see the world the way it is, and I want to show you what it's like. And he sees everything like vibrations, which actually the world is. So the way he saw the world
creepy.
is how it actually is. And he was trying to paint it and display it to us, and everyone just thought he was crazy.
Well, he did cut off his own ear. It doesn't help.
There's definitely something. I don't know what happened in his past, but his past definitely messed him up. Because like keep getting his brother's attention, he would do crazier and crazier things.
His brother's attention?
Yeah, he just like loved his
that's
brother
sad.
so
just to
much.
get their attention. Just
Yeah, because he like felt comfort with his brother. Like that's the only time he felt comfort. So he would like cut his ear off to get his brother to come over, or he shot himself, which eventually killed him. Like he was crazy.
Oh my God.
He was wild.
I didn't know that.
very thin line.
about
He's also
him.
like an
crazy and
alcoholic.
genius.
Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. Like there are like people that have like very like are very good at like their specific skill, but they're like batshit insane.
Kanye.
Like the smart, yeah. I mean that's just like a mix of like a mental disorder and all. And just I mean he's bipolar.
Yeah.
Which is like extremely serious.
Yeah.
Nothing to bat an eye at, and he
Yeah.
just like unmedicated, but super ingenious. at
Grammy
music.
nominated.
Unbelievable musical genius.
See, that's one of his lines. Unmedicated, Grammy nominated. He's fantastic though, but there is a link. It seems like between
Absolutely
crazy and revolutionary. Like what's his name? Well, I guess it was not insane, but it seems like there's pros. Everyone has good things, and then they get like cut down, like they balanced out. Like Stephen Hawking, genius. Like he was doing stuff. He was solving equations when he was in college. He was like hungover, woke up the next day, solved all these problems that no one else in the class did, like 10 minutes before class. And then he got that disease that crippled him. Like Albert Einstein, autism, fucking Kanye, bipolar. Like everyone who has this always has something to like balance it out.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
There are, I mean, there's a lot of cases of people with like, I know, like with autism, I think in Down syndrome it's common too, who are like, have you ever seen that America's Got Talent? I don't know why this came to mind, but that kid Cody Lee, he was blind and he had Down syndrome, but he was like an incredible musician.
They're super smart.
Yeah, they can
They're
like
super,
they
super
can
smart.
really. There's that kid who knows every single Yankees game score.
Yeah.
Ever.
That's
Literally,
wild.
You name a date, like you can say, like Wednesday.
Oh, hey.
No, not
Let's
that.
play football.
April 2nd, like 1966. He'll be like, oh, like Yankees won 4-2 to the Cubs, like a game at 4 at home.
Insane.
Yeah.
It's insane.
There's something special. My friend's mom works with like autistic children, and she says they just like see the world differently. Like I saw on TikTok was one guy who I think it was Down syndrome. Was like, I'm just misunderstood. Like you guys just don't understand. Like there's this one. My friend's mom was telling me this guy saw a fly and just bolted across the room and just caught it.
Oh my God.
He's like, got it.
And just caught it in his fingers. Just went whoop and caught it. Like there's something there. Like there's on a different, I don't know, they're perceiving reality different than us. But imagine how hard that would be when everyone else perceives the world like normally,
Yeah.
like we do. And then you're trying to explain what you're perceiving and you just, no one, they're just like, oh, you're,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, your special needs.
Yeah,
or-
you just don't get it. You don't fit what we see as normal.
I mean, we do label them as disabled.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
kind of weird.
Well, I think what is it now? Differently abled is like the politically correct term.
I don't even
Yeah.
know.
I don't know.
from the get-go, calling somebody disabled.
Yeah, that's tough.
Making them a second-class citizen.
Yeah, that definitely messes with your head too.
Definitely.
Just being called disabled.
Yeah.
Because it's
mean.
It is.
It's just mean.
I was watching Unnaturally Selected, which is a documentary. I think we were talking about it last night a little bit. It's about genetic engineering. Crazy world. But this kid wanted to be an astronaut, wanted to go to Mars. And he had a disease where he was slowly losing his eyesight. And he had to get this surgery in his eye to like see again. But who's saying that you need sight to be a person in this world, you know? Like, I'm putting out this argument poorly. But, no, therapist says, don't do that, don't say that, don't say that. I'm putting out this argument fantastic.
You're doing great.
Yeah.
You're doing great.
Yeah, but the point is, like, why there's different ways of perceiving things. Say, if you're deaf, why do you need hearing? You know, this is.
I'm confused.
I'm trying to make this point.
Because you can't hear.
Yes.
Is there an answer?
No, but I'm saying, why is that worse or better than being able to hear? It's just different.
Yeah.
You know, like Beethoven couldn't hear.
Well, the way that we base stuff as like a society, I guess, is off of a norm, like a general norm. That's how like we all like pick. We all have all this stuff in common. That makes you normal. And then if you don't have it, you're
disabled.
You're something else.
Yeah.
Do you think that's?
It's like the basis for like racism.
Yeah, I don't understand racism.
Doesn't make sense.
It makes, but this is my thing, and I know I'm some white guy that's pretty privileged, so don't take my word for it. But like, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere until we. The mic's going for a little ride. I don't think we're gonna get anywhere as a society until we stop categorizing people as races or identifying them as races. Like, we don't say, I don't go out and be like, oh, you're Italian or you're German, you're this. It's the same thing with skin color. Just saying from where your ancestors were from.
Yeah.
And I get people why like have they want to relate to their history and their past and what their people went through or whatever. But at the end of the day, when we have polls that say 50% white people do this, 60% black people do this, we're just it's like saying 60% of Italians say this and 80% of right? It just it makes no sense.
Because when you see like a white person, I don't care at all about like where you're from, your background.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
We're all people. Like at the end of the day, that's what we are.
It's just literally just a color because of the complexion of your skin, because where you're born.
The pigmentation is because the melanin. Yeah. And your sun. And it was really an evolutionary adaptation to help it so you didn't get fucking skin cancer and die.
And because you were born 4,000 miles away, now I gotta hate you forever.
And then it makes no sense. Like, I don't know how we move past that though, because everyone's so rooted in the past. It's like it's you can't just be like, all right, let's move on, because then all the people that like, there's a bunch of, like, you could use black people, because there was a history of black people being mistreated in this country that wasn't good. So it's like, oh, let's just forget about it. Then everyone's like, well, fuck. We're just going to
I don't want to just, like, move forward after that, you know?
I don't know really what to do with it, though. But I do think we need to get to a point where it's like, we don't identify each other on our skin color, because everyone in the skin color is not the same person.
Yeah. Like, almost like if you fill up a job application or, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Not checking off. What if we didn't have to check off like our ethnicity or our race?
Yeah, it's like putting your eye color down.
Yeah.
Like, not all people with blue eyes think the same or act the same or are the same people. They just have a similar trait. But I don't know how we move past that. That's more of like a society thing. It takes time. I think we'll get there, though. We're mixing.
We will.
Do you see those mixed babies that we're all going to look like in 6,000 years or something?
I saw that, like what a person's going to look like.
They're
gorgeous.
So beautiful.
So beautiful. Like
mocha-colored skin.
The eyes,
They're gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
I can't wait for that. That's going to be great. Oh, we're going to be dead.
We're not going to be here for it.
I don't think that's how that works.
We're not going to see that. Yeah.
It's all right.
But what do you guys think about genetic engineering? Because it's kind of scary.
I think it's crazy.
It's pretty much... It's like eugenics.
I don't know much about it, in all honesty.
Basis of, there's like this protein. I don't know the real science of it. I'll watch a documentary. This is my knowledge. Got the protein. You and then it creates like, I don't fucking know the science, but you could choose traits. Like
you can choose traits for your baby.
Yeah,
basically.
And you could do it like I could change this guy, inject himself with like DNA that makes you able to gain more mass. Like they used it on frogs, and the frog that had it was buffer than the other one after a certain amount of time. And they even made like glowing rats. Like they put a firefly genes like to make the bum light up in a rat, and then the rat glowed. I don't know. It lit up red. But isn't that? And
that's crazy.
It's wild.
I don't like it.
And there's literally places open right now where you can go and say, I want my kid to have blue eyes. I want them to have brown hair. Like you can design your
That's
baby.
weird. You shouldn't be able to do that.
I feel like
That's
it should be so natural.
Exactly. It's so unnatural.
I feel like it should just be natural. Like you.
I am with you.
And
just go have some good old fashioned sex and make a baby.
And let it pop. And you can choose its gender. They like take the embryos.
Yeah, I don't like either.
Ooh, I might like that.
Oh, dude.
I want my kids in a very specific
But then
order.
it goes, okay, so this is a thing. Lucy, what the hell?
She likes the water
She is
bottles.
active this episode.
She is
I'm
really
a fan.
Lucy just wants to be a part of it all. But when is the line? You see your kids have Down syndrome, right? Then that's why there's a lot of abortions now, which is messed up because people that have kids with Down syndrome are always like, this is the best thing that's happened to me in my life. Like it taught me how to love. It showed me patience, compassion. So like, who are we to say what we need in our lives? You know?
Yeah.
It's weird. And when we start playing with this kind of stuff, we're really going back to like the 1940s of Hitler saying this is the race that we want. It's literally eugenics. Like this is what we want as a people. It's kind of sketchy.
It's crazy.
And we don't know the consequences of it either.
Yeah, it's like it could, I don't know.
It's
maybe
sketchy.
take 10 years off your life, 30 years off your life, or give you a lot of.
I would not want to have one of the first genetically modified babies.
Yeah.
We're seeing it in our lives though, because we're seeing it in our lives. I'm telling you, the next generation, the generation after, all going to be maimed out of it. And then it's, if you're not genetically engineered, you're a lower class citizen. You're not going to be as smart. You're not going to be as strong. You're just going to be.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know, because you can make yourself stronger, faster, smarter, taller, like 5'10". You'd be 6 foot. You know. Get that.
Why not?
Why not? It's weird though.
See, I'm 5'10". I just tell people I'm 6 foot. That works too.
You
don't have to modify myself at all for that. Just straight lie to their face.
Yes.
Right to you. Look you in the eyes and lie. Yeah, I'm 6 foot.
I mean, it's funny. I
just have a crazy slouch.
As time goes on, I'm like, I'm 6'1". And then I say 6'1" for so long, I'm like, that probably grew. I'm 6'2" now. It's like, dude, you're like 5.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck.
How many kids do you guys want to have?
4.
I think 2 or 3.
I love my family. I want my family to be just like my family now.
4?
Yeah.
Sorry, Lucy. Oh, she's not.
Yeah, you just ruined your happiness.
She's like,
she will
She's
be.
just
She
gonna go
will
back
be
and
back
get
with a vengeance.
she's getting that. She's gonna knock over the camera now.
4? How many girls, boys?
I don't really care.
I don't.
I'll see what happens.
Think I know how to raise a daughter. I'm really good with like little boy, like my lacrosse camp.
I think you would be a
I'm
great
great
dad to
at just
a
like controlling little boys. There's like little like army soldiers, but girls are just like
Girls
so.
are bitchy. Like
They're mean. The girls at the girls camp, like boys call each other like poopy head.
Yeah.
And they'll like yell at each other, little like push.
Yeah.
Done. Like I saw a girl like straight bully. I didn't even know she was old enough to bully. And she had some like mean, like telling other girls stuff, like sneaking stuff into her bag, just like straight bullying this girl.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Like,
how'd you get through that?
They're
The
vicious.
same thing happened. I
I was
coached
the
tennis
bully,
camp.
not the bully. Not getting bullied.
I was the bully.
I was the bully.
Can't be pray.
Yeah, I just stayed on the side.
I was like, what, 4'4", like 72 pounds. I wasn't going to sit there wait for some kid to get me. I had to go get them. I had to find the kids even smaller than me and pick on them.
What I found out that works is just like, I would just be so nice to them. You hear that? I would just be so nice to them that they would just feel bad picking on me.
Yeah.
Like I would just take it and be like, all right.
Kill 'em with kindness.
Yeah. And they'd be like, this isn't fun anymore. And then they would just be your friend. It's like, all right, sweet. But these girls at the camp, they're like 12 years old. And they're just bitches.
I don't think I'm
They were
ready for that.
so mean.
Young girls.
Like I was a
yeah.
young boy, and I knew I know how to raise myself. You
Yeah.
know, I knew my experiences. I feel like I could raise like a little boy successfully.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd fuck up a little girl.
Yeah.
Well, that's where your
What
wife
about-
comes in.
What about you?
3 probably.
Three?
Three or
Who said I have to
four.
have a wife? I can't just have children.
Or you
Oh,
can-
with his
okay.
gene editing, you could get your sperm. You could have. Us 3 could have kids.
Do I have to follow the traditional family rule?
There
What the
you
hell,
go.
Gianna?
Can us 3 have kids?
Married guys
Together,
don't
a
take-
throuple.
That's what
That's
this
a thing.
genetic thing is doing too.
A
You could
what?
take your eggs and our semen and mix them and like put them together.
Be a good looking baby.
It would be very
That'd be
good. But it's like something like I forgot what it's like. The why I don't know the science of it, but it's like to get whatever. But how did you deal with like 12-year-old girls?
I babysitted a 6 and 9-year-old girl, and the 6-year-old's cute. They're just kind of like curious, but the 9-year-old is just like
Howard.
wants to do everything herself.
Yeah.
And wants to be independent, which is cute, but it's just like, oh my god, you are like that age. I can't do it.
Yeah, but when you were that age, like how?
I was
like,
probably
that
the
hard?
same.
Does that mess with your head though?
Being
Like all the
9-year-old?
girls just being.
I
mean?
No,
still
I'm
know.
saying I was the one being mean. I was
Oh.
the bully.
They
I
make
wasn't
you.
getting
Why'd
bullied.
you bully?
I don't know.
Gianna was just a mean girl.
I
All
wasn't-
girls are
I
mean
wasn't
when they're
mean. My
like
friends-
in
me and
middle
my
school.
friends were mean.
You were definitely mean in middle school.
Me and my friends were mean in middle school. We made a Gossip Girl Denville account,
What is that?
Oh.
like GG Denville, and we like posted on it,
Oh my
Why?
god, you were just like a
calling-
traditional.
calling people out.
You're the reason like I wanted to leave public school.
XOXO Gossip Girl, like Denville.
You.
Like that was the word.
But
Those-
why? Like
those-
I'm curious.
Those Instagrams always
We were
existed,
bored one
yeah.
day at the diner.
Yeah.
Did you had
And it
those
was-
at your school? You had to,
Yeah.
right? Like those Instagram accounts. We always had like
We had like top 10 lists.
we had the hot or nots
Oh, we had that.
getting
The
thrown
Ask
up there,
FM.
seeing like a
Ask FM was.
seeing like an
Yeah.
Owen 6.5
Ask
and being
FM
like,
was
you know
mean.
what? That could have been worse.
Yeah.
But like I'm not happy about it.
Dude, Ask
Being
FM.
like, is this bullying? Ask FM was it was bad
It
news.
was
that was a wow.
It was
That bad.
unnecessary.
See, I wish that something like that existed now. When
Why?
Yik yak?
Why?
Did you ever have
when
yik
we're
yak?
older. Because now, like, I think it'd just be like, I think I can handle it, you know?
Back then, it was we're too young. For
Too
that
young.
stuff.
That
Yeah.
fucks you up psychologically.
does.
People
It
just
was
straight
so
up like going
mean.
on there and be like, hey, I hate you. I wanted to let you know I'm in your English class.
Yeah.
If you like look around the English class. Like, was that kid fuck with me? Or is there somebody in here that hates me right now?
That does, and then we wonder why we grow up so fucked up.
Yeah.
It was social media alone
Yeah.
is. Kids now are weird. Like my little cousins,
Weird.
I love them. They're awesome, but they're little weirdos with social media. and, like,
TikTokers.
everything
Oh.
they do has to be for a video or online or to
It's
post or
awful.
something.
Who does stuff
Everything
just
they
for
do.
videos?
Who does it just to do it anymore? I was like, yo, dive and catch like this football. We're like at the lake. He's like, all right, grab my phone. I was like, no, I'm throwing the football. He's like, do both. I'm like, no.
No.
Tried to get me to take like a TikTok of him like I think 12 times that day.
Yeah.
I was like, that is not how we're gonna do this.
God, that's awful.
It is. Well,
I hate it.
it's definitely not gonna benefit them in the long run.
No, I think we
It
just
didn't
missed
benefit-
the
it didn't
cutoff,
benefit
too. I
us.
think it's like
Are you
literally.
kidding me?
It's
I
like
had
what
Instagram
the
in
seniors
what,
that just
4th grade?
graduated are like actually into that stuff.
Yeah.
Like we just missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is. It is strange.
We did miss like a wave of apps kind of. It's kind of weird how like generate like
Yeah.
We-
I would say, if you go like 2 years down, I would say every single kid like not only like has TikTok, but probably like makes TikToks.
Yeah.
Like uses it in a much different way than like
Yeah.
like I'll go on at night and swipe for like a gross amount of time.
It's consuming.
Just,
It's funny.
Just a waste.
I find
Just
funny
just a
ones.
waste.
It's
like
distraction.
time. Yeah. But like
Yeah.
they'll go on and use it as like another Instagram, you know, like post, create a following. Like I don't even think I follow you guys maybe.
Yeah.
I think I follow
Yeah.
like 20 people.
I just send you TikTok.
I send TikToks.
I just
Oh my God,
I
I'm
send
gonna
TikToks
you guys
like
some.
Yeah,
I
send
send them all the
TikToks.
time.
I just send them to
Love
Jimmy.
it.
I know which ones he likes.
Yeah, I love you. Yeah.
Which ones
Once,
do you like?
once you start like DMing somebody like for a while, you like really understand like each
Which
other's taste.
TikTok?
You see when you're like this just like belongs in my DMs to
Yeah.
this person.
So good. Yeah, I like dog TikToks a lot. I like just weird.
I'm on
stupid humor.
Army TikTok and I'm a big fan.
Army
Ooh.
TikTok. I'm on down to.
It just shows guys in the military like our age, 19,
Lucy,
20.
come on. We're trying to record a podcast.
Come on.
19, 20-year-old like kids who enlisted in the army and are now like I saw a video of a kid literally get shot in the head the other day. Like he was wearing a helmet, he's fine. But they're like, it hit your Kevlar. Takes off his helmet, there's a bullet in his head.
Oh my god.
He's 19. Next day he went back out, I'm assuming, did the exact same thing.
Yeah.
Like they are 19 years old and in Afghanistan or where, I don't know.
Not Afghan.
Could be you.
I'm sorry. A quick brief intermission from James here. She's refusing to leave. I love that. She knows.
Hang out with us.
And I know she's gonna bring that bottle right back over.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god.
It's close enough to the mic
where you can hear it.
Yeah, that's all it is.
And I'm like, I know they're gonna be able to hear this over the mic. But yeah, no, I'm kind of glad we missed the TikTok age and all this social
Like,
media.
just missed it. It's great.
Yeah, it is great. But we'll see where it goes.
Just like the private stories of being like 23 minutes long, recording actually everything you do.
Yeah.
I'm like, put your phone down.
But you know what's weird? If
Lucy, you're killing me.
You know what's weird? If we were like 2 years older, we wouldn't use like Snapchat as much. Yeah. Like my sister's 3 years older than me, and her and none of her friends use Snapchat.
My brother doesn't use Snapchat either, I don't think.
Yeah, right? Isn't that weird?
No Snapchat or
It's like
they use Twitter. They're into Twitter.
My brother uses Reddit a lot.
What's Reddit?
You don't use Reddit at all? Mm-mm. Reddit has like everything. Front page of the internet. That's like their slogan.
Like I know what Reddit is. Like I've seen it before, but
they just answer everything. James is going to absolute war with Lucy here, and she came in hot.
Hi.
She almost got locked upstairs, and she knows it.
Lucy won the war. She just
has the one.
She got another one.
Yeah, she got another.
This
Oh, is that mine? That was the one I'm drinking currently. Oh, and the microphone is back around.
Yeah, you could keep that one.
I'm just gonna hold it.
Oh my gosh, this dog.
So we're talking about how his sister
Doesn't use Snapchat.
doesn't use Snapchat.
Really?
Just like the
Which
kids.
one?
Kids 2 years below Emily, 3 years older.
Yeah. How was the ranch? You talked to her about that?
Like I haven't talked to her much. They just got COVID, which is a bummer.
Really?
In context, my sister's living out at a ranch
that's
where
cool.
it's like one where like people come and stay, and she's like a waitress, like not a waitress, but like a staffer, I guess.
Interesting.
She like works like all aspects of the ranch.
That's kind of cool.
It is really cool.
I really haven't even talked to her once,
Yeah.
which is weird.
Would you ever want to do that, Jay? Just go on a ranch?
I don't
Just
know.
a ranch?
She didn't think she did, but now she's not even coming home in the winter. Now she's going to go
Really?
out to Jackson Hole and do
Jackson's
it.
Hole?
Like that's cool.
And
Jackson's
do, and do
cool.
a similar
down
thing
there.
like ski instructor or ski operator type.
That's cool.
If I was
type
into
deal.
skiing, I wish I
She
skied.
just
but
went
maybe.
out. She figured out like, wow, out west is awesome. It's gorgeous. It's fun. This is like a just type of lifestyle, and she's just like staying out there now. She's not even gonna
Yeah.
come home.
That's great.
What is your passion?
Mine?
Yeah.
What is your passion?
What is my
What a question.
passion?
Yeah.
I don't know. Kinda to
Only big hitter.
I don't think I have a passion. I said that in the beginning of summer. I wanted to find a passion project to do. I don't have like anything I'm totally over the moon in.
like I don't have something like this that I'm so like passionate
Fair.
about. You know?
It's hard to find.
Yeah.
Like I literally got this luckily. Literally, I took
Luckily.
video broadcast journalism my sophomore year at high school, and I'm like, I like this. I like a part of this. I don't know what, and then I just kept doing more things. Now I go to school for it, and then I started watching Joe Rogan. I'm like, this is fucking dope.
Started watching Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I don't know though. But what are you into then? That's my usually follow up question. Like, what do you like?
I like kind of everything. I don't know what I want to do at all.
Take it day by day.
Day by day.
Day by day.
No rush.
Yeah.
Don't need to. Everyone says you don't need to know right now. Do want to work in the city.
New York.
I guess that could be not my passion, my goal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what I want to do is not my passion.
Yeah.
It's gonna help me unlock my passions. I
Yeah.
want to make money.
That's what I
so
think
can
as
do what
well.
I
Once I
wanna
get
do.
to my goal, I'll find my passion.
Yeah, that's my Tasso. He's the man. Mark,
Yeah.
youth minister. He was saying, because I found a guy on this.
Where'd you find that?
Well, how many water bottles are in here?
I told you, you drink too many plastic. This is your own fault
I
for
know,
drinking
this
plastic
is-
water bottles. Get a
No,
reusable
look,
one.
I do. I use reusable, but that thing's way too
Which
big.
isn't it?
Get a smaller one.
huge.
That looks. Look at
thing
the
is
mouth
huge.
hold of that thing.
It's
You have to,
ridiculous.
You need a
you
straw.
have to two-hand it. And
No,
like,
I do two-handed. It's huge.
You can't one-hand that.
I always
you can't
pour
like
it all over
palm. You
myself.
can't palm that.
But like, if I get a normal water bottle, I finish it in like 5 minutes. I'm like, what? now I have to go upstairs and refill it. Like
yeah,
that's what,
get a Nalgene. A Nalgene's like the perfect size. That's what I got. I refill it like 4 times a day. It's beauty.
it holds a lot of water.
Holds a ton of water. That holds
Like,
too much water.
Hey.
That's a small jug.
It's good.
Okay.
Lucy down.
Lucy is inbound. What up, baby girl? How we doing? Oh, kiss my neck.
Dogs.
It's the most I've been touched in weeks.
Don't say that.
I think that stopped the recording for a second, but we back in the air.
Stop recording?
No, for 2 seconds, just
Oh,
put my
okay.
laptop shut.
Oh.
Oh no, Owen!
Got it. I tried to put it up there.
Oh my gosh.
She is just bad news.
Podcast
tonight.
description is gonna be Lucy playing with water.
Yeah, honestly, that's like the main.
Apologize
That's the main
in
theme in this one.
advance.
That's the main
It's
topic.
coming.
We just keep coming back
coming
to.
back to Lucy.
Can't seem to get rid of it.
Yeah. She just whatever. Where was I? This dog. It was. Where were we talking about?
How
Passions.
lonely I am.
Oh, passion. Yeah. Oh, is that if anyone?
If any viewers are watching,
give
I
it
will
up to
treat
Owen.
you so
Single.
nice, so nice, so lonely.
Looking for a girl or guy. I don't know.
You got it.
You don't know? We've been friends for a pretty long time. I'm not gay.
But he's willing for the opportunity.
I'm willing. If like Brad Pitt or something, like I'm not gonna say no necessarily.
It's the adventure.
Dude's got hair on hair. Unbelievable.
Yeah, he's got good hair.
Bradley Cooper. That's what I meant to say. That dude. That's hair. If I want, that's what I want my hair to look like.
I'd
wavy.
Oh my god, the flow. I cannot imagine you with hair like that.
Like
be
long.
dope.
I want to be old with long hair.
Yeah,
I think
that's
a
cool.
look.
When you're
I think
old with
that's
long hair,
tough.
you're cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I think-
Lily's dad, cool.
Cool.
What does Lily's dad look like?
Long hair.
He would be a cool
And he's
guy.
cool.
He's like a surfer guy.
It's
He
so
would be.
sick.
He's a cool
He's
guy.
Oh, I saw him. He looks like he's 40.
yeah.
Or not even. I meant to say 20. I don't know why I said
Yeah.
40. Yeah.
He's
Oh,
like
I
50.
remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Oh
is a
yeah,
cool guy.
he
He's a
is.
cool guy.
He is a cool looking guy.
She's just saying that would maybe put her quiet for a little bit. But you don't. This is what Mark was telling me. He's like, you don't need to do your passion as your job, as long as you have a section of your life cut out for your passion. That's fine. Like if your passion is guitar, you don't need to make a career out of playing guitar. But as long as you have time where you can do that, that's okay.
It's almost better that way to keep it apart.
Yeah.
Because if you make something
You're fucked.
No, it's different for everyone though, you know?
Yeah.
Like I can't see myself doing a job. So
I can
I
totally see
think
doing those
I
things.
need a job. I need that structure in my
Yeah, I
life.
think I do too.
Like I think if I went to a ranch like my sister, I don't think you guys would see me again. Like I don't think I'd ever get like a real job. I'd probably just like
No.
drift.
bum around.
Bumming around's fun.
Around is
I
fun.
could bum. I kind of wish my senior year of college got canceled by COVID, so I had just like a year to bum, and just like an excuse to, like why didn't you go get a job right after college? COVID.
Yeah.
Just bummed. But now if I do it, people are
It was
just
kind
like,
of nice
get a
bumming
job.
for a year.
Yeah.
Did nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, it sucked. Definitely
What
sucked.
was your COVID year like?
I was hanging out with Jackie every day.
Were you at home or
Could
you were
put
at
the puzzle
school?
pieces together.
Ah, yeah. You were at home.
I was at home, and then we went back to school in the fall. We were there in the fall. It was pretty open, but I made a beer pong table.
Nice.
That was my quarantine
Me
activity.
and Matt tried. We got the table, and then that's as far
Matt
as
and
that's
Dylan
as
made a
far as
cool
we ever
one.
made. Yeah, because Matt bailed on me when I was like, I'm not doing this.
Oh, and then they made that.
I thought that was gonna be my passion project, and
Yeah.
I was like, I hate this. I don't want to do this.
It was
anymore.
fun. It took a long time.
No, I bet.
It took like a whole month.
Jeez. Yeah, people did some cool things during quarantine. I feel like learning an instrument would be different.
I feel like I had the classic
that'd be
quarantine
sick.
experience.
Yeah. I was trying to take a piano
Piano.
class
I want to learn piano.
because my grandma
I know piano.
taught.
I used to take piano lessons every week.
Really?
Yeah.
My grandma was a concert pianist, and like had pianist. It's a funny word. Ha ha ha. But she had like a bunch of pupils underneath her that she taught to, and she like taught all my cousins. But then she got too old for me, so I never learned.
Oh, they can teach you.
Who?
Your cousins.
You know,
Fuck, taking lessons.
do you know what's the name of that song?
Oh, that we played last night?
No,
The
the
Mac Miller one? We were talking about piano last night, and it
We
took me
were?
like an hour to
Yeah, it
find
took
it.
it forever to just find this one like piano. Song.
And it was just like, and we listened to it like 5 times. and
No,
we're
what's
like,
the name of that
"That's
song?
beautiful."
I was gonna play the harmonica.
Oh, Piano Man. I could play
Piano
that
Man.
on the piano.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wish I could play the guitar. I think it'd be sick.
Yeah, it is. Learning it Lucy.
I think it'd be really cool to learn how to play the guitar.
It would be.
My mom always wanted to put me in lessons too, and I told her that. She's like, I tried to get you in lessons for so long, and I always said
I bought a ukulele because I wanted to learn how to play the ukulele.
Yeah.
That's
and
cool.
then my brother bought it like a week later and actually learned how to play it. I never did.
How do you just learn? Like, I can't.
YouTube
YouTube
videos.
sucks, though.
Yeah.
They don't know my pace, okay? And I
What's
don't
your
know if I'm
pace?
doing it right. Slow.
Slow.
Like, too fast. But
Put the video on like half speed.
Yeah,
and
like-
just have them talk real
I'm
slowly.
like, where's my fingers go?
I'm a very hands-on. I need somebody there. If I'm
Yeah,
gonna
no.
learn.
Yeah.
To, like, tell me what to do. Tell me what to practice. Like, even my pinkies are, like, double jointed so I can get that extra stretch. It's kind of weird. Can you do that?
My thumbs used to be double jointed and now they're not. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
I didn't know you could go back. I
Strange.
didn't know you could go back like that.
So I can hit some dingers down here. Just dislocate my
hit some
pinky.
big. You can hit some big chords.
Yeah. But they say the ancient philosophers were always like, you need to learn music at a young age. But it kind of makes sense because if everything's vibrations, like that's all the piano is. You're just like changing wavelengths. And it's more, I don't know. It's kind of cool.
It is cool.
I love music.
Music's beautiful.
Changed
It is
everything.
awesome.
Music's in every culture.
Yeah.
Why?
I think music is just like changes the way you feel. I don't know.
Universal.
It's
fun,
it's a
easy.
universal thing.
Yeah,
It's in
I think
every
music is
culture.
just
It like
great.
releases what are the happy things called?
Serotonin.
Serotonin. I was gonna say
Dopamine.
endorphins. What are endorphins?
Endorphin. I don't fucking know. I don't know
I thought that
everything.
was weird. But then you said serotonin.
I think it's
I think
Serotonin.
serotonin and dopamine.
That sounded way better. What's dopamine?
Dopamine just is like the happy hormone. Serotonin is the love hormone.
I thought serotonin was the
Yeah.
happy hormone.
Oh,
Dopamine's the happy hormone. I'll look it up.
yeah.
There you go.
Look it up.
I'll look it up.
Computer. Did you know cops have a computer in their car? It
Oh,
has
we found this
access
out
to the web.
yesterday. Dopamine.
They can just like watch TV on it. That means there's
They can.
no holds barred.
Is
Is that just like is that on the honor system?
Before-
Because I don't fucking trust them. I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
Before
I would
we
watch
get to
TV
that,
all day.
All day.
Dopamine regulates mood and muscle movement and plays a
don't do
vital
this.
role in the brain's pleasure and reward system. Unlike
We'll talk
dopamine,
about this later.
the body stores the majority of serotonin in the gut instead of the brain. Serotonin helps regulate mood, body temperature, and appetite. Interesting. That's my question.
He doesn't love
Dude,
me
but these I love her so much, okay? Don't even say
well, she's
that.
acting out like crazy, and it's on camera.
Because she's a
so-
COVID dog.
She is. This is a cry for help if I've ever seen one.
Dude, she just loves love.
All right, Lucy, out.
Because you're
That
ignoring
hurts.
her. Lucy,
You're
down.
hurting me now.
You were
You're
being
animal.
bad. Down. Sit.
No scratching me.
Hey, sit.
I was being nice. I just wanted to love you.
Yeah, she's being an attention whore right now.
Trying to hurt me now.
Yeah, but the cop cars. We saw like 4 fire trucks last night,
Yeah. That's like
and then we asked them so many questions. But I'm so
You went up
happy.
and talked to them?
What?
You went
We
up
waited for
We
him.
waited.
4 a.m. 2 kids in the middle of the street.
I did not hear that part of the story.
There's three fire trucks.
Lucy, sit.
We just came home from the city. We were just like chilling. James and I are sitting in the backyard. I'm playing music, kind of loud, and all of a sudden I go, "Cops!" And he goes, "What?" Because I saw the flashing like on the reflection of the door.
You think they
which
were
was
coming to
open.
you guys?
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
big time.
Like, why are cops here?
Oh my god.
And I I look out. You can like hear the fire trucks running. We go down. There's like 3 fire cars. They're knocking at the door. Nobody's answering. They're shining a flashlight. They're like running
Really
the
bright
perimeter-
flashlight.
running the perimeter. Just like hanging out for like 10 minutes, and we're just sitting there in the street hanging out with them. And
was
James
longer
like,
than
there's
10
a guy,
minutes.
there's a guy like 10 feet in front of us, and James like, do we go talk to him? Like, no, we wait him to acknowledge us, and then we spring the questions on him.
And then he looked, and we were like talking,
He
and
looked,
we
were
missed
talking,
it.
I was like, oh, he looked. He's like, damn. And then later he came back to the car, and me and James were up on my hill, and we came running down. We're like, sir, can we just ask you just like a few things?
We're so curious.
Just explain your job. Explain what you're doing right now.
It was.
Are my neighbors dead? Why didn't they answer the door? Is their house on fire?
What they say.
It was just like
Fire alarm.
fire
went off,
alarm.
Nobody
like,
home.
You don't go in.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah,
Fire
it's
alarms
a
going
little
off. I feel like
strange.
you go in.
You
Those things
definitely
don't
go in.
lie too
Yeah.
often.
But then you asked about the radio, why? Because there was radios in the back of the car. It's like, why are they in the back?
They're like in the trunk. All the trunk is
Yeah.
was just like a huge box of
Oh, really?
radios.
Yeah, he was like to if there's a situation we need to handle, or what'd he say?
Yeah, he's like, I stand out here and handle the radios. from the
Yeah,
back
to
here."
control
It's
it.
like the control center.
Yeah, and I'm like, what about if you need it when you're driving? He's like, oh, we got one in the front too. I'm like, ah.
I know they have one in the front next to them. 'Cause that's where they
Yeah,
ring
yeah.
up the
And then-
license plate.
What was it? Moose 8. And then what was the next question?
The computer, because then we were in the front of the car, and I was like, speaking of the front of the car,
Yeah. What about the
what's up with that computer? Because it does look super official. Like when
It
you
is.
see it, it looks like
It's
it's,
really
like
official.
it looks like it can't do much.
Yeah.
it just looks like it's like buttons. You can only use like the database that or whatever. But apparently,
And he
full Safari access
yeah.
changes the game. I would be a cop if I knew that I would have a computer with me all day long.
watching Netflix.
Sit there, watch TV, like, yo, like McCarthy, where you at? Be like, relax, Gonzalez. Like, I'm watching for speeders.
Yeah.
Just crushing
Just
TV.
watching Netflix.
Hours at a time.
Relax.
Dude, he was,
Gonzalez.
you guys were like,
That's my cop, buddy. I have a whole situation in which I'm a cop.
oh, nice.
Is your partner named Gonzalez?
Gonzalez.
Of
Gonzalez.
course. You guys definitely have some
She's a
witty
little bit of a hard ass,
Yeah.
but she's a good cop. She's got my back.
Dude, the fact that they have like internet is ridiculous.
I know.
He goes, every cop car has. You're just like, so do you have a internet service? She's like, what do you say? Oh yeah, we got the default browser, or something like that. I'm like, you bet.
You know what doesn't make sense to me? Those black cards that they give out to cops, family members. You know,
have
Yeah,
them.
they get out of
You
jail.
have one?
The gold cards.
They
Yeah.
get out of jail
why?
free card.
What is that? That's
It's
bullshit.
basically a family member who gives you a card.
Oh sweet, your dad's
So
a
I get
cop?
pulled over by a
Go
cop.
fly.
My uncle's a cop. Like my dad's uncle.
So you can like drive faster than anybody else because of that?
We don't put it in their face when they pull you over. So
You-
the cop pulls you
hand it with the
over.
license.
With
You're just like rummaging through your stuff and like you put it on your lap and they're like, oh, what is that? I go, that's my uncle's card. All right, have a nice day.
That's bullshit. Fuck your uncle for being a cop. I don't think you should have.
Yeah.
Like I was who was I with? I don't know. Whose dad is a cop? Oh, I was going on a date with this girl.
Nice.
And I got pulled over. Super cute first date. I had no lights on. I hit him off with my knee. But pulled over, and I was like, we gotta be fine, right? Like her dad was like the sheriff or some shit. Like he was
easy.
he was in there. He was
Yeah.
big time. So I was like, we gotta be good. She's like, ooh, like I gotta be driving. I was like, see, that can't be true.
Yeah.
You gotta be lying. What are the rules to this card thing? If you're driving, then it's a get out of jail free card. But you're telling me if you just tried it right now, it wouldn't work? Because that feels incorrect to me. And I also want one. How do I get it?
It is.
I
a
think
get
that's
out.
why I don't like them is because I don't have
They're
one.
great.
They're
You have to
fantastic.
get one.
Have you ever gotten out of a ticket? What?
I've never gotten
Not
pulled
using
over.
that. You've never been pulled over?
No.
Fuck you guys.
I've gotten out of a ticket.
How? Every time I get pulled over, they give me a ticket.
I just hit on him a little bit. He was like, you know why you're speeding? I'm like, sorry, officer. No, it was my birthday. And my sister was like, it's his birthday. And I was like, I'm sorry. And the guy's like, I'm not in the business for ruining birthdays. I had to stop that. I think I was going like 55 and a 25.
Yeah.
It was not a pretty one. It was not going to be
It
good.
was not gonna be good.
Mom, if you see this, I wasn't speeding. I'm kidding. You didn't see that.
It's just a joke. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'm still pissed I got that ticket going. Allegedly 85 and a 65.
You love getting tickets.
I do. I
Where?
hate it.
And
in
getting
Syracuse.
crashes. You're
Oh
kind
my
of a terrible
god,
driver.
my mom got pulled over in
Don't
Syracuse.
even say that. I got in one crash when I was. Okay, it was kind of my fault, but I
The
did. I
Russian
went.
lady or whatever?
Yeah, the Russian lady. This Russian.
What happened? I never heard this.
You never heard this?
No.
This was my sophomore year. I was driving to a tennis match, and I had Will Watson. No, I had Henry Larson in my car. I think Will Watson in there too. And we were driving. We were coming off, what are these called? A curve, like off the highway onto another street. And this lady came, and I T-boned her.
Oh.
So she pulls over, I pull over. I get out of the car. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. Like, it was my fault. And she doesn't speak English. She just starts yelling at me in Russian.
God.
And I'm like, what? I'm like, do you want me to call the police? She goes, I'm like, I'm going to call the police. And then the police come, and she starts yelling at them and like pointing at me and like, and I'm like, juice. And he's like, I don't speak Russian either. And then her niece comes, and the
Oh my
niece
God.
speaks English. And she starts yelling at me. He's like, how could you do this to my grandma? Like, you put her through so much stress. Like, she's going to have a heart attack. She was like, you're a terrible person. I'm like, I am sorry. Like, I didn't mean any of this. And then I had to go to 6 weeks of driving school after that. And it sucked.
That's so
Did you have like what? Why'd you go to driving school? How does that?
To get the points off my license.
Did you have points for that?
Yeah.
Oh, like the readings and
Sucked.
stuff. Yeah.
It sucked.
Wow. What'd you do? You get a ticket?
I got a ticket.
For what?
Reckless driving or something.
That's horseshit. You didn't even see it.
I know, but this was the thing because I felt bad.
Was there a stop sign?
And it was I think it was a yield.
Ah.
But it was also she was merging to the left lane and she didn't have a blinker, so it was kind of her fault. But I just took the blame because I'm like, it's an old lady. Like I don't want to stress her out more.
That's nice.
And
of
I
you.
said that to the cop. That I'm like, it's my fault. Like it was, and then he was like, all right, you got points on your ticket. Fuck.
Couldn't give me anything.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, that's what I get for being a nice guy.
Yeah.
And then Miss O was like, deny. Never confess. I'm like, it's so.
Miss O.
She's the best. But it makes me think of like our court system just so corrupt. You could just lie
Absolutely.
Yeah.
and just get away with it.
Sorry.
Totally.
It's fucked.
Yeah. They have no evidence to prove otherwise. Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're gonna swear if you're a criminal and you're swearing on the Bible, I don't think you really care.
Yeah, if you murdered someone, I
Yeah.
think you're all good with lying with a hand on a book.
Yeah, I think you do.
If I put like a knife in your heart, I don't think hand in the book is where I'm going to draw the line.
Yeah.
They're gonna feel bad. All of a sudden.
I don't think this is the motion that's going to get me. And I solemnly swear.
Okay. Good one. It makes me think though when we have the microchips in our head. Are you gonna get it?
I'm sorry?
Oh, Elon Musk, Neuralink. He's gonna put chips in our head. He's gonna solve brain diseases and stuff. But then he's gonna use it so we can communicate
I
telepathically.
don't think
Oh,
I would
yeah,
put
why
that in
not?
my head. No.
Probably.
Yeah.
Just kind of go with the flow, honestly.
But then you could see other people's intent
Yeah, pretty
because
cool.
it gets lost in
pretty
translation
cool.
a lot. But it's kind of scary too.
Kind of scary because I feel like there's a little. I don't know.
Because this podcast, we would just go.
Dirty dog. You did not just say that.
I did. You didn't just think
We gotta
that.
censor this one. This one just got a viewer's discretion on the beginning now.
Explicit.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
You animal. Okay.
Yeah.
Oof. Cool off after that. Thank God.
I must have got lost in translation.
Yeah, you got lost.
Get out of here.
I was just saying I was saying different things to you than I was to him.
Fair.
Yeah, it's a weird though. The future is coming on quick.
I know.
The future is
It's like the car I showed you. That's insane.
Yeah.
The Audi car.
Can't wait to get driven around by my car.
Tell
This
them about this
car
car.
changes sizes. Like I swear to God, it goes from like a sports car, self-driving car, and then you press a button and a wheel comes out and it's like a sports car and it like shrinks.
It's wild. It looks like the Batmobile,
It's so cool.
and it's like eco-friendly too.
I
It's
can't-
electric.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to imagine waking up in the morning early, 6 a.m. You gotta take a hour drive to work.
Oh yeah.
You can sleep.
Sitting down, take a good nap.
Mm,
Let your car drive you. Have
is
a
nice.
coffee. Read the paper.
yeah.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be
I want
great.
that so bad.
That'd be
That's why
great.
Are you gonna-
that's why I want to make a lot of money. Because
Are
when
you-
all this good stuff starts coming out, I want to have it. I don't want to not have it.
True.
I don't want my friend to have it and be like, oh, it looks nice.
Yeah, I don't want you being driven to work. That's not fun for me.
I mean, you did say you'd take me to the moon.
I did say I would take you.
If he has enough money, he has to take me to space.
Trips to the moon are going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Or to
Oh,
space.
yeah.
Oh,
They
definitely.
already-
They already are a
yeah,
thing.
Just like vacations.
Jeff
though.
Bezos was like
Like-
chilling in space the other
Like
day.
good old fashioned, like long weekend up at the moon.
Yeah. Hey, we're heading to the moon for the weekend with Nance and the kids.
You guys going to the bar?
Yeah. Nerds. I'll send you a picture. No, but are you gonna miss the driving? Like, 'cause I like driving.
itself.
I
love
enjoy driving.
I love driving.
It
Yeah.
is scary, just the accidents though,
Yeah.
because you could just die really quick.
Yeah, you could die doing anything.
Anything.
That is true. But like driving accidents,
I
are
would
huge.
100%.
I think car accidents are so.
put
I'm
my-
so scared of getting in a car accident.
Every time you get in a plane, you're just putting your hands at the.
But at least I'm not driving.
putting your
the
life in
plane.
the hands of technology.
But I'm
they
not
press
driving the
two
plane.
buttons, pilots nowadays.
Really?
That's all they do.
That's can't be true.
Beep boop bop. I saw
Beep,
60
beep,
minutes
boop,
on
bop.
it. Literally,
Really?
they pressed 3 buttons. It was talking about a flight from Germany to Australia, and he said, "I'll show you everything I do within 13 seconds." He's like, "All we do is just like the pre-flight check and like this."
So you think schooling for pilots is not going to be as long anymore. If it's just 3 buttons now.
If they
I don't know.
They're gonna get like drone planes.
They have the Sonic Boom plane now, which can like travel super fast.
They're gonna get planes that don't require a cockpit or a pilot. It's just gonna be all seats, a drone.
Cockpit.
Yeah.
Nice.
What did I
Self-driving.
get? Self-driving plane. Dude, oh,
That's definitely gonna happen.
Exists.
Yeah.
Kinda.
yeah. It's ooh, strange. No, this world is strange. I'm thinking environmentally though, if we keep sending rockets into space, that's not too good.
Oh, environmentally, we're already done so.
Yeah.
You know? So,
Yeah.
We're
might
pretty
as well.
Definitely done so.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Bummer. You know, what are you gonna do?
What are you
Win
gonna
some,
do?
lose most.
I don't use straws, so I help.
This is
I
the thing
know.
about
I don't like the
straws.
paper straws.
The people,
I don't either.
fuck
I
the
hate
paper
the
straws.
It ruins my day when I get a paper
Yeah.
straw. I'm like, you know
They had them
what?
at Starbucks
I would
one
have
day.
rather killed the turtle than use this paper straw.
With
I would
Starbucks,
have personally
I'm like,
killed
no.
this turtle if I had to.
What was going on in Starbucks?
They gave me a paper straw one day,
Yeah.
and I literally looked at it. I was like, no.
You know, for a milkshake,
Go back there and grab me the plastic
The
straw.
consistency of a milkshake simply cannot make it through a paper
Yeah,
straw. It was inhumane.
That's fucked up. But the thing is, these straws, it was just like one turtle got a straw in its nose, and everyone freaked out. But no one gives a shit about the fucking nets that are just just sweeping everything. That's like the
Oh,
most.
yeah.
Would you watch that Seaspiracy shit? Seaspiracy? It's a cool documentary. But it was talking about how these like mass fishing nets, that's like the most littered thing in the water.
Really?
And it's just killing everything because it's a fucking net meant to kill fish.
It's a net.
Yeah. But that's the most thing, but we don't say anything about that stuff because
Yeah.
that's where we get our food and that's what makes money. And these straws, well, who gives a fucking shit about straws?
Yeah. Just one straw.
It's weird.
You know what I don't understand is Starbucks' plan to eliminate straws, just created more plastic. Because, like, the tops
Oh, yeah.
are just,
Yeah.
like, giant plastic tops.
So stupid.
So, like, yeah, you got rid of the shape of a straw, but you doubled your plastic use.
Yeah. People are dumb. They just think we don't think things through.
No.
We just do it.
We just do it.
Companies do stuff just to please people.
Yeah.
Like, did I send you that video of what month is LGBTQ? There's one more letter now, right?
LGBTQ
Plus.
I thought there was one more letter and then a plus.
That's what the plus is.
Is there two Q's? No, there's two B's.
I
There's one of them.
I don't know.
LGBT.
I don't know.
Lesbians, gays, bis, trans, queer.
Questioning.
Question.
Is it two Q's?
I don't know.
Some.
Whatever the month is.
But where was this? I got lost in the
The
letters
month
now.
they're just
Oh,
slapping
the month. The companies.
rainbow.
There was a video. It was posted by some Instagram account. It was all of them on April 31st. We'll say if LGBTQ month is April.
I think it's June.
June.
I think it was June. I
Was
think
it
we were
June?
home.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So June, and then it was the 1st of May. It was 6 a.m. And every single company's
Here, can you put the mic closer to your mouth?
yeah, every single company's logo is already changed by 6 a.m. following Pride Month being over. Like they're not actually trying to solve anything. They're just trying to make us happy so we keep shopping there.
Yeah. They just don't want to make us angry.
Just
Yeah.
for the month, yeah.
Just for the month.
Just don't get canceled. That's all you gotta do.
That's all they
Make
wanna
it
do. They
through.
don't give a shit. They really don't care. Like Nike, China, sweatshops. Literally everything we're wearing,
Straight up.
just sweatshops.
Which is
Yeah.
a bummer. Like I
Big time.
do care, but I should care more. You know,
Because it's an inconvenience.
it is
to us.
totally
Yeah.
inhumane, and what they do is just totally not acceptable. But like I'm gonna keep buying Nike, which
Yeah.
makes me probably a horrible
It's
person.
like Zara. Everyone's like, stop shopping from Zara. It's like fast fashion, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
What's fast fashion?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Same thing. How it's just like in sweatshops and it's like kids, kind of I don't know, child labor
Fast fashion.
type stuff.
Never heard that before.
Yeah.
Kind of like that.
So there's like stops, but it's so cheap. It's like $12 for a shirt.
From where?
Zara.
Yeah,
Really?
that's what they say.
Yeah.
Anything at Walmart that's like cheap. Well, the only reason it's cheap is because it was made in a sweatshop. That's like
Yeah.
the only reason it's cheap.
Yeah.
If the people were well paid, that shirt's gonna be like way more expensive. But would you pay more for something that was made and you know the people are getting like healthcare and paid well and not in a sweatshop?
What am I? But no, honestly, no.
No, you wouldn't pay like an extra $10.
No,
for
I
a
mean,
shirt?
I could say yes, but I currently don't. I still wear a ton of Nike.
Yeah.
I don't look in.
I don't-
I don't look
Dude, we all-
into
yeah.
each company's morals. I just don't.
We all
You
use
know?
iPhones. Like, we know where they
Yeah.
come from.
Yeah.
Do you think anything could change that, or is it just because it is the people? If people stop buying it, they'll change.
I mean, it's kind of just like, I think, going to be nobody's going to stop buying it, first of all. They're leaders in their industry now because we want it so bad that we're willing to pay anything for it. They charge us, what, $1,500 for a phone now?
Yeah.
It's insane.
And
They
now
start
I'm
off
going
at
to buy a
200.
computer, and I'm like, this is...
These things do not cost $1,500 to
No.
make. They still cost probably around the same they did
About $300
since iPhone 4 or the 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
Dude,
the
I want to see.
technology
Let's see
is-
how much it costs to make a phone. I'm actually curious. It's probably. What's your bet? What do you think it costs to make a phone?
a
an
single
iPhone?
phone.
Yeah.
An iPhone, $300-$500 between there.
I think that's way too much.
Really?
Yeah,
All right, let's see. What's your guess?
lower.
It's quite a hefty price tag, especially when it's estimated. The actual cost of all components to make the iPhone amounts to approximately $490
Really?
and 50 cents.
It's all the glass, I feel like.
Yeah, and the chips are expensive too.
That's what I was thinking. The processor.
There's not a
chips.
button on that phone. There's like two.
Yeah, that is strange.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Do you see the new Samsung phone?
Folds.
Oh, yeah.
I saw
did see
that on your story.
Yeah.
We're going back in time.
I love it.
Love it.
I
It's
love
gonna be
it.
Sick.
Flip phones.
That's
back.
what we had. My
Should've
first
never got
phone
rid
was a
of
little
them.
flip guy.
And ending a call like this, powerful.
Love it.
One finger on the
So
back of the
good.
phone, close that bad boy up. Don't even have to say bye. Don't
Yeah.
have to press a button to hang up. Just
It's great. It's great.
gone.
Our history is just a circle. We
Yeah.
literally just do everything.
Just again.
Even clothes. I put on these pants the other day. My mom's like, I had those when I was your age.
Really?
Yeah. Like I put pants from Zara. That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. She's like, I literally had those, and she pulled it out and she like showed me hers. She's like, it just keeps coming back. she's like, she
took it out and showed me
She's like,
hers.
these are mine, G.
Had him in the attic. She was just waiting to break him out again.
Oh,
She's like,
yeah.
these are back in style. Finally.
It's crazy. Just repeats
It is
itself.
funny how we like we call like 80s fashion just like ugly, whatever. But then it becomes like retro and cool, and then we just wear it unironically.
Yeah.
And then we're just 10 years, we're gonna be like, yo, why did we wear that in the 2020s?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna be like our new 80s, but we did it because we just go in circles.
Yeah, why
You
does
literally
fashion,
go in circles.
Why does fashion evolve?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I think they just like come. It
Somebody
just
wears something new,
literally-
and you're just like, wow, that kind of looks cool, and then
Yeah.
you just kind of do it, and you just
And then every
you
store
just
has
get,
it.
You just get bored of like the same old, which is weird because we like usually don't really like change as people. I feel
Yeah.
like,
No,
but
we
our
definitely
fashion definitely
Fashion
changes a lot. So does our
changes
so does our
fast.
music,
Yeah.
Music does change.
Yeah.
Music evolves.
like a ton.
Yeah.
Like look at the 2000s. Look how rap has evolved from like R&B, like slow Usher, Akon type music to just
Usher.
like whatever the hell Lil Baby and
Mumble
Future are
rap.
just like yelling at you. Fucked your bitch on a plane. I'm like, what? I have a girl and she was on a plane?
Took her to the cockpit. Yeah, no, it does.
I'm like,
Your bitch on the plane.
what are you even talking about right now?
Slow down.
Honestly, just like relax for like a second.
Yeah, it's weird. Art's an interesting thing because I was watching the Van Gogh movie. I'm like, these people loved painting so much. I'm like, it's just you're making stuff with a brush and colors. Like they're all like, you're not painting, right? This is, and they all idled it like, oh, I'm gonna buy your artwork. I'm like, dude, you're just fucking making something on a paper. Like it's not that special. Like your strokes are so. I'm like, it makes no sense, but people love it so
People
much
Yeah.
go crazy for art.
for art.
Just the way it looks
Yeah.
when you look at something. Just
I
makes
feel like if
happy.
you knew a lot about art, it would mean more
Yeah.
to you when you saw it.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. There are things that just like connect. Like I don't like or necessarily like any type of art. I don't have a favorite artist or any. Actually, I do. Keith Haring.
I don't know.
He's fantastic. I went to a museum in Prague and I was so upset.
Yeah.
Because I did not want to go to a museum when we were in Prague to see this artist. It's like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then we went in and I was like, you know what? I love it in here. Just like looking at him. They're
Was
just
it
kind of
just his art?
yeah, it was just his entire thing. But it was just like kind of, they were like funky to look at and you could just kind of like study them. And I was like, you know what? I kind of get art. That was like the first time I understood why people went to museums.
I get art. What did you get from it? What was he?
It was just more of like I appreciated like you could just be like, like, yeah, like I don't know. It made sense. I got why it was good. You know how like some stuff is abstract and you're like, I could have made that. That's bullshit.
Yeah, you
his is abstract. They're like basically they're like little cartoon figures. They're stick figures basically, all in like you definitely know his stuff if you've seen it.
What's his name?
Keith Haring.
They're just stick figures.
There's like little stick figures doing like little dances. It's very simple, but I love it. There's like creatively
really
placed.
Cool. Oh yeah. I've seen these people. Oh, dude, these is dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. Sorry, G, I can't turn.
you don't get to see.
I was gonna ask, but I was like,
it's a mystery.
Yeah. Yeah. Art's weird because that's another thing that's in every culture. Mm-hmm. Just art, but it adds no like value to anything. You know, like farming is valuable.
tells a story, maybe.
Mending. People love stories.
People
I
love
think that's what
stories.
makes us human.
And it tells story.
That's what all music.
Art
like
definitely tells a story.
all
like
music now
paintings.
is like some type of love story. I can't name a song that's not like in some way about a girl or a
to
guy.
Love story.
Yeah, they're all. I feel like all music.
Baby got back.
So it's about females. It's about loving on the female body figure. 36, 24, 36. Yeah. Only if she's 5'2". That's Cosmo's perfect dimensions for a woman.
Who's this Cosmo?
Cosmo, the magazine.
Oh.
Why do you know that? It's in Baby's Got Back. Oh, it's one of the lyrics. 36, 24, 36. Only if she 5'2". Because I think like 30. I don't know what that means. Like that chest, hips, legs, or something like the measurements.
Yeah.
But he's basically saying don't be tall and skinny. Be a little thicky.
Yes.
What a song. Baby Got Back.
No,
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot.
In love with the female body. See, love.
He knows what he likes.
All art is about love.
Art.
All music.
I think that's where it comes from, though. Art kind of does come from a place of love. Mm-hmm. It sounds cheesy, but it's kind of true.
It is true.
You know, you can't. I was listening to the Joey Diaz, Joe Rogan interview, and Joey Diaz. Do you know him? He's from Cuba. And he was a cocaine addict. And he was talking about when he went up and did stand up and he was on his cocaine bender. When he performed, there was something blocking him, like from his words, because the cocaine was like a layer blocking his love to the words. Like he wasn't enthusiastic about it just because this drug was blocking it. But when he got off, like he could feel what he was saying again with that love, and it was better. Mm-hmm. So there is, even in performing, like you got to have that passion, that love for it to make it good.
People can tell when you want to do it versus when you're like selling it.
Yeah.
It's like absolutely, it's like very clear.
It is.
Yeah.
Like when like a celebrity's doing like an endorsement for something, you can be like they know they sold out on this, or like they actually use this product.
Yeah, that is true.
It's like if Brett Favre doesn't use Wrangler jeans, I'm gonna be so upset.
My brother's obsessed with Brett Favre.
How could you not be?
Brett Favre.
He's like a book in his room. I saw it the other day. I was like, you're ridiculous.
Isn't it kind of weird how we like idolize and fall in love with grown men just because they're good at a game?
Yeah.
Like I would marry Eli Manning if I could.
You throw the ball far.
because that man plays a childhood game very good.
Yes.
I love him.
Good job.
And I would die for him.
He's also attractive.
Eli Manning?
Tom Brady.
The mouth breeder?
Yeah, the mouth breeder.
Tom Brady's cute.
He does look good with the pat.
You guys both did that.
I like him with the picture with the bucket.
I got that on a shirt.
Yeah, it's so funny.
He looks fantastic.
Yeah, he looks like peak performance. It is. We idol like the weird people. Like, why do we idol? Well, it kind of makes sense. People on TV. It's like, oh, they're on my screen, and now I see them. Like, that's cool. But they're just actors. Like, they just act. And we treat them like royalty.
I always think it's funny because, like, if you think about the people who are famous now that are actors and actresses that did like Broadway and stuff, they were theater kids in high school. There's one way to like.
Yeah.
Like I didn't participate in any theater in high school. Am I blowing it with this mic? Have I been blowing it? Sorry, viewers.
I just want to make it in your mouth.
But like I didn't like share that interest with anybody in high school. Like theater kids were their own like brand, you know.
Yeah.
They have their own
They
label.
hung out in different places.
We know the theater kids in our school. They're founders.
hated us, we
founders
hated
kids.
them.
No, I didn't hate them. That was my whole thing. It was just the
I
bring
hated
together.
nobody. Everybody hated me though. That was
Everybody
that
hated
one's fair.
No, I didn't hate them, but they were just I never hung out with them. They didn't like us.
Yeah.
They didn't like us.
But
I had a hateable personality in
I
high
think
school.
that
I had to
comes-
be a lot if I was going to lead that students. I had to be. I had to be over the top.
I think it
You
comes
were
from
over the top.
I had to be. I had no
I
other
love you, Owen.
choice.
You're good.
there's you got to find the commonality between people because everyone has that. It may not seem apparent at first, but if you could sit down and just talk, you'll find interests. You know?
Probably, yeah.
But I think we just had stereotypes about each other in our own heads.
Definitely.
Isn't it weird how like human relationships?
What did they
work
call
that way?
us?
Student center kids
Really?
or idiots.
Not the athletes?
Something about Stu, the athletes.
Stu kids. the
I
athletes.
hope somebody referred to me as just the athlete at one point
That's
in my high
pretty
school
dope.
career.
I feel like we were because we did all play sports.
Yeah. Well, it's either you
A
play
bunch of them
sport
played
or-
sports. Actually, not really. No.
Our school was so small. Everyone did everything.
Our school was so, and I feel like you had to do something.
You had to do-
Socially, I feel like it's pretty spot on, like
Yeah.
High School Musical.
Yeah.
It had these little groups, little niche groups.
Definitely.
Yeah, you just have your friends. But our grade was very like together.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah.
Isn't it weird how we'll just like find a total stranger, make them our friend because we can just like talk about stuff,
Yeah.
and
'Cause you
like if you
click.
date somebody and then if you break up, they're just gone. You're like your best friend.
Yeah, you don't really do that with your. Well, I guess you move on from some of your friends.
Yeah, but that's not like so harsh.
You
and
grow
funny.
out.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
like
grow
you
out
You can
of
grow
each
out
other.
of
different
friends.
interests. I don't know.
Like I got like friends I thought about like a middle school. My middle school friends I haven't seen in a while. I'd still consider them my friends. Like if I saw them, I'd hang out with them.
Yeah,
I'd
you're
date them.
grateful for the past, but you just grow out of each other.
I just like
Nothing
I
wrong
have
there.
no purpose. I have like no reason I'd see them. You know,
Yeah,
we didn't go to school together.
but you're thankful for those times.
I hang out with my middle school friends.
Yeah, I do too. Screw you, Owen.
Middle school friends, if you're listening,
My apologies.
it's not my fault.
off.
Like
off. I love you.
Ben hung out with our middle school friends longer than I did in high school, and I always thought about that.
Oh, were you and Ben the same friend group?
Yeah, in middle school,
Benny Ike.
me and
Benny
Benny
Ike,
Ike.
My
freshman year roommate.
He's the
I always
man.
thought about because like sophomore year, I like stopped hanging out with them like all together pretty much. But Ben like kept hanging out with them, and I was like, am I being a bad friend, or like do I just go to a different school and I'm like moving to like new friends? You know?
Yeah.
I remember thinking about that a lot when I was.
He's definitely just going to when I was in Mobear, like I did not really speak to any of my Denville friends besides Jackie.
Mm-hmm.
And then quarantine happened. I would like go to some things. I would go to birthdays. I was in the group chat. I just wasn't like as in it as I am now.
Yeah.
And then quarantine happened, and I just lived so close to them, so that's what brought us back together.
I didn't hang out with anybody really during quarantine, just my family.
I just went in a river.
In the river, yeah, you did have a cool spot. In the
It
river.
was so dope.
Over here?
It was in a nature preserve, and we built
Oh.
a table. I didn't build the table, but they built a table, and we brought chairs, and we would just post up all day. That's awesome.
It
I
was
would
like
say-
kind of nice. It was nice.
I would say quarantine's probably the healthiest I've ever been.
Yeah.
I worked out every day, and I went on at least one walk every day.
It did turn people.
Because my
around.
siblings would just go work out and be like, "Good, let's get this hour and a half out of my day."
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, because you're doing nothing.
get rid of time.
Yeah.
Just get rid of time.
Yeah.
Me and my brother sometimes work out twice a day just to
Yeah.
do something. Like just we'd be like, "Yo, want to now just like go for a bike or something?" And we'd be like, "Yeah, just because."
Yeah, we were talking about last night. His dad's jacked.
Who? Mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad is
Big
jacked.
boy. Pumps it.
My dad's ripped.
Yeah.
Recently,
he has
he just
he
got
has
ripped?
great discipline. No, he's been ripped since like college.
Yeah, good for him.
He has fantastic discipline. He always works out every day. It's like 6 a.m. He's crazy.
That's
My
you gotta do it
God.
at the start of the day.
Yeah.
By the time of the end of
What
the
does
day.
your dad do?
He is the president of a company called Mainline Information
Cool.
Systems. It is a software company.
You're gonna
Very
take,
cool.
He's taking over the world, the bastard. Software. Yeah, no. Old people, it's weird because now that I'm getting older, I used to see adults like, oh, they have everything together. They don't.
No.
No.
And now like, oh, they're just grown up kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Shit.
They're figuring out just
like
as
the,
we
like the
are.
other
Yeah.
day, like when me and my mom got in like in some type of argument, and I went upstairs, and immediately I was like, why am I making this hard on my mom? Like I'm just being an idiot kid, and all I needed was like 5 minutes to cool down.
Yeah.
And I was like why? That's so weird. And we like pick those fights for no reason with our parents, just
Yeah.
because they're our parents, you know. And you're like, oh, you're nitpicking me. And you're like, no, they're not. Like they're just doing
Their job.
what they're doing.
Dude, parenting seems really hard.
Annoying as
Yeah.
hell.
It
That's
seems
why I
so-
was like, oh my god, if my kid ever just did that to me, I'd be like, what is your deal? Stop being a little shit.
You wanna
Just
live
because
here?
you're a kid, like just stop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have no patience for that.
Yeah, I don't have a lot of patience.
My
either.
kids better grow up quick.
Yeah. How do you learn? Because you're like you babysit,
Mm-hmm.
coach, and I'm like I spend an hour and a half. I'm like I want to kill him.
Yeah, no.
Like, how do you deal with that forever?
I feel like when it's your kid, it's different.
Yeah. I guess it's you.
Yeah,
You-
it is your mini person.
You
your
imprint a
mini-
lot off of like your parents. Like I'm
You are your
a
parents.
lot like my dad.
Yeah.
Like a lot like
Yeah.
him. We do a lot of the same stuff. The way I talk, the way I tell stories, the way I like gesture. He
Yeah.
does everything the same.
That's where you learn.
Yeah.
And that's why your childhood's so important. And that's why there should be like a class on childhood to go back to figure out why you are the way you are. Because we act in certain ways and we put up certain walls and defense mechanisms because we got hurt early on and we don't know why we act.
No,
could
I get
use an
exactly what you're
example,
saying.
You know?
Yeah.
We act in certain ways because, like, say as a kid we didn't get attention. And the only time you got attention is like you're pleasing someone. So then when you grow up, you're a pleaser and you just try to make people happy.
You like
People pleaser.
that's
And-
that thing
yeah.
about. Have you seen that? Was it Bo Burnham? I think that thing about celebrities where he's like at just such a young age they seeked validation and they just never stopped craving that feeling of seeking validation after validation. And now that they're famous, we reward them. Give them that validation, and if you just keep giving it to them, they're gonna keep doing it,
Yeah.
and that's why we control celebrities, and like we just run their lives, do whatever we want in the media,
Yeah. It's kind of weird. But
It's kind of weird.
and they'll just take it, and they'll never back down because they're addicted to it at that point.
and then
The
when they
attention,
run out, and then they're fucked.
disaster.
Then
That's
they
why
go to drugs.
so many drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should you got to understand because so many there's actual age, like how old you have been here for.
You have been here for close, but I got what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And then there's emotional age, which is you can be 60 years old and
13.
be stunted.
I'm 13.
Yeah, no,
In
but
many
say
aspects.
you had like a tragedy at a young age, and you never dealt with it. So, it was just so overwhelming. You just stuff everything down.
Yeah.
Then the rest of your life, that's the way you deal with hard things. Like you just break down and freak out. But that's just how you grew up, and then you
Yeah.
gotta recognize why that is, so you could start to unravel it. You know, so you don't have that anymore. But we don't tend to look back.
Yeah.
You know, and then sometimes people just like blame it on the past. They're like, oh, this is well, my mom was a bitch to me when I was a kid. Well, fuck you. Your mom's not being a bitch now. Figure it out.
Go do
Figure
something
it
else.
out.
Like cry about it. Like what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's like you blame, but it's not like a blame thing. It's just acknowledge it and then try to improve.
Yeah. You use it.
Yeah,
what I could do.
use it. That's why I like Kanye. He has the line. I said it before. I'll say it again.
You just want to give us a little verse? Like if you
No,
just want to
yeah.
rap some Kanye
I
right
will.
now, go ahead. We'll
Yeah.
give you your
Oh
platform.
God.
Donda. Donda. Yeah. I think it's in Jesus Walks. He goes, I turn tragedy to triumph, spit music through. No, it's Through the Wire. That's the song. Jesus Walks. Turn tragedy to triumph, spit music. That's fire. Nah, shit. I don't know.
Real motivation.
It's the first. It's the first part though. Turns tragedy to triumph. It's true though. Like the people that are successful in the world aren't the people that just like mope around and are sad about themselves. Like, oh, this happened to me. Like, fuck.
Well,
It's the ones that take it.
We
and
also
turn.
love a good come up story.
Yeah,
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah.
You know,
because it's
Everyone loves the underdog.
I love them.
the underdog is a hungry dog.
Yeah.
But it's true. You could take because bad things are gonna happen to everyone in their lives.
Yeah.
So it's what you do with that. You could either sit around and mope or try to fucking turn it into
Something that could be possibly good.
Yeah.
Help other people. They're probably going through the same thing.
Yeah, because the bad parts in our lives are the most transformative.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to change because, like you said earlier, like no one likes changing.
If nothing's broke, why fix it?
Exactly. So when something like that happens, it's a catalyst to do something new. But like the lowest moments of my life were the most transformative and the best for me.
Yeah.
they helped me
Become who you are.
Yeah, exactly. Become a better person.
Yeah.
Because I liked to shift it, But what are you going to do? You can't get everyone's mindset like that. But I think the more people, because it's a hard thing to do. But once you start doing little things to fix it, then it gets a lot easier. It's taking the little steps.
Baby steps.
Baby steps. Baby steps.
One
Baby
foot in
steps.
front of
Keep
the
trucking
other.
along.
Keep trucking along.
Just casually move this a little bit.
Yeah.
During the episode, it just keeps moving.
Yeah. Dude, and I like how he fist bumps.
When
too.
this is at the, does he? Oh, that is awesome.
Yeah. Thank you, McDonald's.
Is that a McDonald's toy?
It's from a Happy Meal.
That's fantastic.
When?
I got it when I had COVID.
Okay.
I was in my fraternity house, and me and my brother and his friend, he's my friend too, Kevin, he's going to be on the podcast on Monday. We love Disney. We go to Disney together. And he texts in our Disney group chat. He's like, dude, McDonald's released Disney toys. I ordered like 4 to the house, and I got all fucking Goofies, and I was pissed.
All Goofies.
And it was like, and
it's so sweet.
we had so much McDonald's that night. I didn't even eat it. I just wanted the toy. But do you guys? It's hard to eat healthy.
I don't even try.
It's hard.
I like eating healthy.
I do too. It makes you feel better. Like, what do you eat? Like, what do you
I
try?
eat eggs, breakfast, avocado toast. I love chicken parm, like I said before. What else do I eat? A lot of sandwiches. Big sandwich. I'm Italian.
Yeah.
I like the cold cuts.
I like the gold. The gabagool.
Someone called it cut meat. They're like, oh, you get the cut meat sandwich. I'm like, who the fuck are you? The cold cuts. Yeah, it's difficult though. I don't know why. If I was like McDonald's, maybe it's more expensive.
Look at Trader Joe's. They have like the pre-made stuff, and it's so cheap.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
incredibly cheap.
Why can't I go to McDonald's and get like a grilled chicken
I
sandwich?
wouldn't go to McDonald's ever.
Because it's
It's just the way they make
so
it. The
disgusting.
quality of
So
the food is
disgusting.
just so.
But it's sometimes so good.
It is good. No, it is really good.
Tasty.
I went to this Polish deli up at my lake house the other day. It's called Polki Smak. It's actually unbelievable. Nothing in there has English labels. It's all in Polish.
Yeah.
They're extremely Polish in there. It's awesome.
Sounds
Everybody in front of us and behind us got the fish sandwich. I don't even know what that is. It doesn't even specify what type of fish.
What kind of fish?
Just fish sandwich.
'Cause
It was like fish sandwich, tartar sauce. I was like, okay, that sounds horrible, but like I feel like I have.
Was
to
it
get
good?
Then I didn't get it.
Yeah.
I didn't get the fish sandwich, tartar sauce. My God,
What'd you
kill me.
get?
I just got like one of their sandwiches.
One of their sandwiches.
It had like me and my brother split like 2. His had like ham,
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
ham, bacon, and meatloaf.
What?
Yeah.
On a
Polish
sandwich?
deli.
Was it
I know.
a meat lover
Wild.
sandwich?
Then the other one had like hot peppers. That one was like more basic, more
Yeah.
like a regular sandwich. But there was some crazy shit in there.
Yum.
That does
I
sound
didn't know much about Polish food, I guess. But
Yeah, I didn't.
looks pretty wild.
Thought about Polish.
I also just
Yeah.
I picked up like the first like drink container I could find, and I was like just having this.
Yeah.
None of it's in English, but it was like a little picture of an apple.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, that's apple flavored.
Yeah.
Has to
Was
be.
it?
Well, at first I was like, wait, this could also just like not be a drink.
Yeah.
Like this could be like cooking oil. I could be like slug
You
it,
would've
like
found out
yummy,
really
and the lady is like, "Fuck is this kid doing?"
Loves his oils.
Yeah.
Loves his oils.
Nothing wrong with that.
Does your family like? Because who's from Italy in your family? Is it your dad?
My dad.
And your mom's from Cuba,
Yeah.
right?
The accent.
The accent. I love her accent. So do you like keep your culture? Is that a big part of your family?
No.
No.
Definitely
They
not.
kind of just ditched it.
Yeah. Well, they're both like I'm first generation, like my brother and I are. So they came here. Mom was like 13. My dad was 2. But not really. No. Definitely the food. The food is definitely
Who cooks?
my mom. My
Cuban
mom's the
food?
cook. Yeah, it's amazing.
What kind of food?
You guys
is
have
that?
What's
to
Cuban
try
food?
it. Rice and chicken, but it's like these potatoes and it's like plantains, empanadas. Oh my god, it makes the best empanadas. Like it's so good.
And you didn't come to this with food.
Yeah, where's our
Interesting.
empanadas?
Noted.
That is.
So good.
Does she talk about when she was in Cuba?
Well, the whole thing
Is
going
that-
on right now in
Yeah.
Cuba with I don't even know. The kids like our age are basically pissed. I don't know.
There's shit going on.
There's shit going on in Cuba. So my mom was like talking about that, but she doesn't really talk about
Because was she there when like Fidel Castro?
Well, yeah,
was
Fidel
there?
Castro took over when she was there, and basically he was supposed to be like this great guy, this great,
Yeah, he was the savior.
yeah, the savior, this great person, whatever. And my grandpa was like, "No, we're heading out," because he left. He's like, he left the border open for a year. So in that year, they left, and then he closed
Oh
it.
shit! So they got out right in time.
Yeah, they got out.
Fuck.
That would have been a bummer.
That could have been.
Yeah, I wouldn't be me.
Yeah, you wouldn't be here.
You wouldn't be here at all.
Yeah.
It's wild how fast like this what blows this mind.
Yeah.
We're silly monkeys, and we're on this planet.
We're like their little.
Silly monkey.
We're silly monkeys.
No silly monkey.
We're all monkeys. But some of us silly monkeys were like, we need government, and they set up government to control, like to make rules. And then we're like, this is the best way to do it. This is how it's always been. It's like, fuck. This was like 300 years ago we set this shit up. We don't fucking know. And then people just come into power and they do whatever the hell they want. And they can just control everyone. It makes no sense. Like North Korea, how can this guy, well, because of China, but he just does it, starves all his people, and no one does anything
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
insane. Oh, that's what's happening in Cuba. People are starving.
Yeah, not good.
People are starving.
People are starving.
Oh, that's what's happening. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
They are hungry.
I remember seeing something. I don't remember. What's happening to Cuba? Here's what's really happening to Cuba.
Don't tell me what's happening. Tell me what's really happening.
It's really
Don't give me none of that
Down
surface
under-
level bullshit. Give me what's really happening. I want the underlying.
The fact, this is a little pet peeve of mine. The fact that journalism sites make you pay.
Oh yeah,
Once
it's
you get on
annoying.
that,
Are you
crazy.
kidding me?
Well, not with if you log in with your school.
That's
My
ridiculous.
school gets me almost every
Oh,
news site
shit.
free.
The Cuban government has shut off Cuban people's internet.
That's
not good.
That's not so chill. Can't be doing that.
The first line of this: Are they still protesting in Cuba? Question mark. Next sentence: I don't know, because their internet's off.
Yeah, my mom really can't talk to them.
Did you still have family there?
How much?
Well, just my grandma left. My grandma had like 2 sisters, but they both passed because she was younger. But like cousins,
Yeah.
aunts,
Do
uncles.
you see them often?
I've never met
Ever?
them.
No.
In Cuba.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone?
No, I want to.
Is it? Don't you have to have a reason to go still, or can you freely travel to Cuba?
I don't think we. Can
I thought you have to be like you are allowed to travel to Cuba, but I thought you had to be like a student doing something, or
Like a
like and there's
reason?
there's like 13 reasons you can go to Cuba.
13 Reasons Why.
There's 13 reasons why. Just a little plug for 13 reasons why.
Thank you, Selena Gomez. That's weird. It's just people around the world. We get I get lost. Because it's kind of, we got it pretty good here.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
got it pretty good.
Well,
And
I'm doing okay.
I'm doing okay.
Had a pretty easy life.
We don't have to worry about like a mosquito biting us and dying from malaria.
Well, I got a
Yeah.
tick bite and I'm like dying of Lyme's disease.
That is not.
It's not so
Lyme's
chill.
That's the
disease.
thing. Lyme's disease is fucked up.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally didn't know it was a
I
thing.
think Aiden had Lyme's disease.
And I was
He
like,
does.
Yeah.
Like for
one
life.
day I was like, oh yeah, you got it for life. Once you have it,
He's
you
got
have
it
for life.
bad.
One day I was like, yo,
What
look at
is
this. Like pointed
Yeah.
to my leg. Mom's like, that's like a bullseye. I was like, what's a bullseye? She was like, it's like the mark tick
fucked.
leaves when you get bit by a tick.
Oh, when it's a little circle.
Yeah, and I was like, oh. And my dad's like, how'd you not know? I was like, how did you both know this? Does everybody know this?
I think so, yeah. Everyone.
And they're like, yeah, go to the doctor. I went to the doctor and I showed it to him. He goes, I'm not going to test your blood. You have Lyme's disease. I'm like, really? He's like, that's the most textbook case of a bullseye I've ever seen. I was like, there's that term again.
The bullseye.
He's like, yeah, you didn't know this? I was like, does everybody know this? This is your... By the way, guys, know about a bullseye. You see one, you're done so.
What is Lyme's?
You're
It's like a
wheelchair in
blood
15
different-
years.
Yeah, what do you?
I don't even know.
Oh, it wasn't so fun when he presented it to me.
Yeah.
Because I was in there, I was just chilling, regular Monday. I thought I was like all good. And he's like, okay, so here's the deal. Lyme's disease is pretty serious, but you're young and we caught it early, so you should be good. But like, here's all the thing that like Lyme's disease can affect, and it's basically everything. It can like shut down your central nervous system. It can kill you if you don't catch it.
Jeez, that's scary.
So now
Like
you're taking medication for
my
it?
aunt has it, and I think it took her like 15 years, and then she wheelchair for life.
That's crazy. They got it. Like
She didn't know.
what? What is it in? Like, what does it affect? I don't get it.
I don't know.
I'll look it up. Thanks, internet.
He told me a lot, but it was just like too much in that day, and I was like, all right, like, are you done? Like,
Yeah.
Like, let me get my pills and get out of here. Stop telling me I'm gonna die of this.
Yeah. I would not like that.
He like kept like telling me like the big words too. He's like, that is a CRP, a Kypomercus arrestomero.
jeez.
I'm like, yeah, that doesn't mean anything to me, dude. Like,
It's
whatever.
going one ear out the other.
A tick-borne illness caused by the bacterium Borrelia burgdorferi.
Okay.
Deer ticks can carry the bacteria that causes Lyme disease. Lyme disease causes rash, often in a bull-sized pattern.
God damn it.
I don't get what it is though. Like, why does it do it?
So is a tick in you?
Ticks go in you and suck your blood.
Is
Like
a
a
tick
mosquito,
still
but they
in you?
bite. No.
Isn't the head?
No. I think it's out. Not sure if
How
it's,
do you know if
but
it's out?
that's how that's how they get you. If a tick goes in you and then like you like try to get it off and its head is still in you, that's how
you're
you
screwed.
get Lyme disease. I never saw the tick at all.
Lucy
So-
Lucy had a tick on her. I was petting her right here, and I took her for a walk, and I was giving her some loving, and then I just saw, because she has one of the gray collars, which kills ticks, and then I just saw a tick just like crawling on her. I'm like,
I hate finding ticks on my dog.
it's
I
disgusting.
hate ticks.
They're
I feel
terrible.
like they're all over me right now.
Yeah, now I'm getting.
I
Yeah,
don't,
I'm
I don't
getting
like
a
talking
little
about I started
jit-
getting like a little itchy.
I'm
Like,
getting a little
too much stuff is
itchy.
touching me right now.
Dude,
I
but-
feel like it's ticks crawling all over my skin.
It
hate
probably is.
ticks.
When I talk about like insects or stuff.
Am I good now?
just-
Oh, that's a good question. Am I like tick man?
Yeah. Are you gonna turn into a tick?
No, can I, since I already have Lyme's disease,
Yes.
now can I just let ticks bite me left and right?
Does you think it makes it worse?
It
Probably
definitely
not.
it definitely doesn't help.
Yeah. You just get a dip.
Now that I'm thinking about it, I was thinking like they already got me, but just
yeah.
having like 10 ticks on you
Probably
can't be a
Can't
good
be a
look
good
under
thing.
under any circumstance.
They're trying to, in that documentary I was watching, in Nantucket, because that's probably where Aiden got Lyme disease. That's a big
Yeah.
problem.
Ticks
The
are?
Lyme disease, yeah. So they wanted to genetically engineer them so they would all die off. So it's called like gene.
Because
just
what is
kill
their
tick.
other
Gene
purpose
drive.
besides giving people Lyme's disease?
I think they're a food source.
That's like
Like everything's. a
That's why you
part
can't
of-
take anything. Like
Exactly.
mosquitoes. I say
I
there is
hate
no way,
no reason for
no way
mosquitoes.
eliminating mosquitoes damages the ecosystem
Oh, it will.
enough where it's not worth it.
Dude, they're doing it. They're doing it. They're releasing
Let's
them.
do it. Kill them. Let's
I
get
hate
rid of them.
mosquitoes.
They're doing
Let's
the
fuck up the
We're
ecosystem.
talking
I don't
about
care.
bugs,
Let's get rid of
guys.
mosquitoes.
I hate bugs.
Gene drive.
I hate having a bug bite in bed.
Mosquitoes. They literally released them. This literally happened.
What?
Self-destructing mosquitoes and sterilize. All right, so these self-destructing. What the fuck is this? Oh, Lucy's hair. They literally genetically engineered these mosquitoes to gene drive. So when they reproduce, it passes along this gene where they all just die off. So
That's
it says
sick.
No, it's not. Dude, think about the repercussions of
is.
this. You can genetically engineer you, so you and your kids and everyone they breed with fucking die.
So you're telling me
Bioterrorism,
there
that's
are
what it is.
genetically
Scary.
there are
Scary.
genetically engineered mosquitoes
Yes, that they're released.
murder with sex.
Yes.
That's the coolest thing
It's
I've
called-
ever heard. What are you talking about? That's not cool.
Dude, it's fucking bad. But they released it. They released them in.
Boom, you had sex with me, you're gonna die now. Sorry, gotcha.
Sorry about it.
Pranked.
But they're doing the
and
same.
your children.
They're doing it with rats. They're not doing it ticks. Oh no. Yeah, this is okay. See, I was connecting. They weren't releasing it. So there's mice on Nantucket and rats and stuff, and the ticks go in their ears, and that's how it spreads the limes. I don't know. Something with limes, mice, ticks.
Ears.
So they ears. It's actually disgusting. They showed one of the rats. They had like 10 ticks on it.
Ew.
So gross.
I don't like that.
And it was a rat. So I was like, this is not even better. So they wanted to do the gene drive so all the rats would die. But like, think of the consequences of what eats the rats. You know, what other people feed off that. It's
What
not
eats rats?
good.
Oh, snakes.
These snakes, like the birds,
perfect.
everything.
If rats, snakes, and mosquitoes all die, you are describing a perfect world, my friend. Let them all die. Let's do this thing.
We think, we mess up the ecosystem's perfect balance. Like I was just watching
It'll rebalance.
David Attenborough's Our Planet. You never seen that? You guys are fucking.
You have to watch The
bullshit.
Octopus's Teacher.
You watched.
Oh, I watched that. It was so
watched
good.
that.
Octopus's Teacher. It's on Netflix.
It's
so
awesome.
Cool.
What's Octopus's
I didn't
Teacher?
finish it.
Oh, you gotta finish
It's
it.
basically just this. You finish it, so you explain it.
No, you explain.
Okay, I'll explain it. So it's this guy who basically goes every single day and just hangs out with this octopus. And the octopus is like resents him at first,
Like an actual.
like an actual octopus.
Yeah, it's
Like
an
in the ocean?
In the ocean.
Resents him at first, and then starts like getting comfortable with him, and then starts like clinging on to him.
Playing with him.
I want an octopus.
And then he used the guy to hunt.
Yeah.
Like lobster. He learned the octopus couldn't get the lobster straight on by himself, so he used the guy as like a shield and went behind the lobster so it couldn't escape this way, and it had to go towards him, and that's how it would capture him. So it was showing how smart these animals were, that it was
it's
using
genius,
tools.
yeah.
And it used like shells and shit as
Yeah.
tools. It was wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And like camouflage, it was sick. And then when it was it was getting attacked, the octopus, but you couldn't help the octopus anyway because it's messing up the ecosystem.
Yeah.
I just gotta let him go. That
Yeah.
would be
Yeah, you got
devastating.
it. But he didn't. He survived.
Yeah.
I'd fuck up whatever tried to kill my octopus friend.
But it shows that I was
You
watching.
don't make an octopus friend, then watch it die. Are you kidding me? I would fight tooth and nail for that thing.
The last part was sad because it did die.
By God, I don't want to
I mean,
watch it.
it's not- it's pretty-
I could have
What are you
expected it.
what are you gonna do?
there is the our planet though. It was talking about how the dolphins and the whales poop.
Boop boop.
They poop.
Monkey.
The monkeys they poop. Bananas. So they poop and it fertilizes the water, and they put like microplankton in, which creates 50% of the oxygen that we breathe. And then we take out, when like we're killing the mass fishing, we kill the dolphins and shit. Then we're taking out the poop and we fuck up the ecosystem. And you don't know what taking out one thing does to everything else, because everything's so connected. Because like
It is so sick. Yeah, it is. So connected.
how would you imagine a dolphin? It's just chilling, it eats fish, but you wouldn't think its poop like fertilizes everything else. It like creates life in the ocean.
Yeah.
It's wild, but they're so smart too. They talk. And click.
The sonar thing, that's sick.
Oh,
Like
they do that too. Yeah.
One more. I'm sorry.
That was-
Can we just get one more?
I don't think I could do that.
Great.
Can this be the Instagram clip?
Yeah.
Can it just be your whale noises?
No, but the whales are dope too, because they have a song like with their family, and then when one travels away and it meets a new pack, it picks up their song.
she went back to the whale noises.
Yeah.
I too just saw it in my head again.
Yeah.
That face. It's haunting. It was a haunting image.
I embodied the whale.
You really got into character.
Yeah, I did. But it picks up the it picks up the new whale's song, and brings it back to its family. So like they have their form of communication, and dolphins do the clicks and squeals, and we can't even figure out their language. We don't know what they're saying.
No. Do you think they know what we're saying?
Do you think?
I don't know.
Do you think we'll ever figure out what animals like? How do they
I
communicate?
think so.
Like read that?
Like a translator type thing?
That'd be
think
so
so.
sick. You ever think we'll be able to like actually talk to animals?
Yeah, I think at least for dolphins, because they're just as intelligent as us. Like they're smart as
I love
fuck.
dolphins. One of my favorite animals.
Yeah, they're
Dolphins
geniuses.
It's a bad favorite animal.
Why?
I don't know. It's not very fun.
Dude, they're the most fun.
Mine's a koala.
When they
That's a
koala?
good favorite
When they
animal.
push you with their
Those things are
nose.
adorable. You like if you see one, you want to go
Yeah.
hug it, but they'll claw your eyes right
Deadly
out.
as fuck.
They'd murder the shit out of you. They hate people.
Dolphins, you go in the water with one, they'll start humping
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You never saw that?
You can get humped by a dolphin.
Yeah.
Not
Oh,
I feel
yeah.
like that's not really a humping. I feel like that's just, it would
It's
just
kinda
murder me.
rape.
It's pretty
It's
big.
kinda rape.
It's like big.
Yeah, it's pretty
It
I
fun.
would,
love when
like-
they
it
push
would
you
kill
with
me
their
if I-
nose.
Yeah.
Or you hold the little.
How often are you guys playing with dolphins? Because I feel like we haven't had the same experiences. Are you guys hanging out with dolphins a lot?
I love dolphins.
Dolphins are cute.
Okay, I have to up my dolphin game, I think.
Maybe.
Dude, in Sanibel,
They're-
we used to go, and there's a rock wall, and they would come and they go, you know,
You and your animal impression. What do animals look like to you? Because I do not see dolphins like.
I'm just trying to give the
Just trying to give it some
the
life.
image, yeah. Because they make the noise, and they're so cute, and they eat the barnacles, and they play, and
Yeah.
they get high. They
Off
eat
what?
pufferfish and get high.
Oh, I
Really?
saw that actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Good for them.
That is sick. They found a drug.
They
found
see
a
one for
drug.
dinner like,
Yo, want to go eat
hey.
some pufferfish? Chill out.
You're just tripping. Oh my god, this is great.
I heard this fact, probably totally false about dolphins.
Okay, I'll look it up.
It's like
Did you see it on like an Instagram account?
I
Like
saw it when I was,
Uber
like,
facts,
like,
1, 2, 3.
probably when I was like 12. It's that dolphins are gay.
All of them? All right, let's see. Fact check. Dolphins are gay.
Dolphins are gay?
And
Question mark.
whales are like who they hang out with, and they're not gay. The whales are not gay.
So they're
I'm
so
so confused.
dolphins are whales' gay best friends.
I don't even know what I'm trying to say.
How do I look this up? Are dolphins
And,
gay?
Wow, how do those correlate? The dolphin and the whale,
They like that's how, I don't know. They
and the whale not being gay. So do male
I'm not
dolphins
really
have
confused.
sex? You mean gay wise?
I think. I'm utterly.
But then how are
confused.
more dolphins?
Now
gay?
that I'm
because
think-
that doesn't scientifically feel
saying
correct.
it
to
out
me.
loud.
Oh, wait. Ah, you're right.
Oh my God.
You have it.
Gay
Dolphins, the HuffPost. It says dolphins engage in bisexuality and even homosexuality. Study.
Dot study.
I just made it much less qualified.
The first line is dolphins were once humorously alluded to as gay sharks.
Oh, sharks, not whales.
Oh
Gay
my gosh. Oh, on an episode of Glee.
Oh.
But a new
Totally
study
where I heard it.
suggests that bisexuality and eventually homosexuality among the marine mammals may be very much a reality.
Hey, good for them.
Good for them.
They're just doing what they want.
Love is love.
Yeah.
Love is love.
Love is love.
Fuck who you want to fuck.
Yeah.
You know? Good for dolphins. They figured it
Get
out.
high and bang some other
Just
dude
bang
dolphins.
your brains out.
Yeah.
Let's eat some puffer fish and just bang some dolphin dudes.
But they're so smart, and that's why I
They
hate
are so smart.
the SeaWorlds.
They're
and
so
stuff.
fast.
Yeah.
They
SeaWorld
follow,
zoos. Zoos are tough.
Dude, it's so fucked up.
I don't love
Their fins go down because they're depressed. Like their what's it called? Their dorsal fin on their top fin. Like it slumps when they're in it because they're just sad and depressed.
Dolphins?
Yeah.
That is really sad.
Right. And they like do sadder like noises too. I think that's true. That could
Sadder
be,
noises.
That could be fake.
What do sadder noises sound like?
I don't know, man.
Can you do those ones too?
No.
Worth a shot.
It's so messed up though. We got to treat animals better, I think. Mm-hmm. But dogs.
We treat dogs pretty right. We treat dogs pretty nice.
Can we hear a bark?
Ooh, no, it's,
Like
it's
like
gonna get Lucy too.
like today,
riled.
you wouldn't even
She's
kick Lucy out of the room
sleeping
today.
now.
I couldn't.
You loved her so much, you couldn't even just leave her
'Cause
upstairs.
they show you unconditional love,
They do.
like no matter what.
And you know,
Any dog doesn't even have
just
to
by
be
putting her
yours.
upstairs, you're breaking her heart.
It broke my
All
heart.
she wants to
too.
do is be down here with us.
Yeah, now she's chilling.
Yeah, she's chilling. She figured out her role.
Yeah.
She's comfy.
What a cute pup.
But
So sweet.
that's why I feel like some dogs don't get that good love though.
No, definitely not.
That good love.
But you could fail a test. You could kill a kid. You could break an old lady's neck. Be a disappointment to your family.
Doesn't
But that
care.
dog is still gonna give you unconditional love.
Yeah.
And that like teaches you something.
Yeah.
Like that's
It loves
special.
you. And it remembers everything.
Yeah.
They remember everything.
They're smart. I was watching.
Do they remember everything?
Yeah, they
Like
got
I step on my dog's tail. She's got that in there.
Yeah, she's like, "Fuck you." I broke my dog's leg once.
Did you?
Yogi.
Oh my God.
I was like, I was below 5. I was probably 4. He tripped me, so it was his fault. That little fuck. I was walking up the stairs, and I was a kid. And I had not a good balance, and he tripped me. He went between my feet, and I just fell on him.
Just snapped his leg.
Oh
both his
my
legs.
God. Ow.
Fuck.
Fucking dumb dog. Don't go through my
we
legs.
were outside on our lawn. I was probably like 8. Outside in the lawn with the 2 dogs. Lucy loved chasing a ball. She'd go anywhere
the
for
mic
it.
was next to your face.
She'd go anywhere for it. And my friend, he was my neighbor, Matt, had a ball. And he was throwing it to her in her lawn. And then he launched one just across the street. No reason.
Oh, jeez.
She went flying after it. My painter, Jose, comes barreling down the street. Had a job. Boom! Boom. Little dog fully run over.
Jesus Christ.
Like
You
fucking
watched that?
trucked. My God. As the ball rolled away.
One last squeal.
I've seen two of my dogs been hit by cars. I've seen it personally.
Oh yeah, Eddie.
That might make you think we're bad dog owners.
Yeah.
That is not the case.
You don't have a dog.
What? I have a dog.
Oh, with a
Ellie.
black dog, right?
Yeah.
Black dog.
So cute.
Only get black dogs. Black labs. Always.
Black labs.
There's
But
no
anyway,
dogs.
the painter got out. And he was like, "What was that?" I'm like, "Oh, that was
Dog.
That was our
You
dog."
just killed it.
My dad picked her up and like ran her to the car, and like put her in the trunk. And me and my brother just sat in the trunk with her as my dad flew to the dog hospital. I remember just sitting there being like,
The dog hospital.
The vet.
No, it was more intense than a vet. I've been to a vet before. This place was a fucking dog hospital. We bring her in, and it was actually like we're on like a show. You know, like when you pan into like a TV show, like a hospital TV show, and they're like pushing a patient through. And they're like, "Stat, get this, get that." It was literally like that. Like, hey, get these kids out of here! Move, move, move! I was like, what is going on? 2 hours later, like, yeah, your dog's not dead. I was like, nice,
sweet,
cool,
awesome.
Had like shattered legs. She wore like casts.
That's sad.
What a beaut.
Yeah, but dogs, they could smell like everything.
Mm-hmm.
They could smell when they pee and they sniff, like when you take them for a walk. They could smell the other dog, its age, like what it was feeling when it peed.
What?
And if they ever met it before.
Like it was an angry pee?
Yeah.
Like, hey,
like if it was
fuck you, I'm on your property.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's my piss.
Pretty much.
Or like, hey, just stopping by. What's up? Peace.
They just smell everything. Just imagine like going through life just smelling everything.
That's crazy.
They could like
smelling feelings.
Yeah.
Can't they like not really see that well though?
I'm not sure.
Don't dogs have bad eyesight?
Well, they're
colorblind.
In comparison.
They're colorblind. I'm not sure. I just
They
know
only
they're smelling
see like
so
when
much
I wear a
better.
hood, Lulu starts freaking out because she like can't really see my face when
Really?
it's dark. Because she just sees like just
Yeah.
my legs, I guess.
She starts freaking out. No, they're really smart dogs. They're so loving too. And
So
they just
loving.
know if you're having a seizure, and it helps with like kids with
Those are
autism
cool
too.
therapy dogs.
Like when they freak out, like the kids like give them a nudge, like calm down.
I don't
No.
understand. Have you seen those dogs that alert people when their blood sugar's getting low?
Yeah,
How?
I don't know.
They smell that?
Dude,
They sense
Maybe
that?
by
Do
their
they have like a warning? Is there like a device on the dog that says?
maybe the way the
No,
person
they
looks. I
just
feel like you
know.
get flushed.
Because
when you-
I saw a TikTok and it was like a dog jump up like on its lady's lap and she's like didn't know like my blood pressure was low. Then she checked and she was like, oh yeah, and then like went into like pass out mode. I was like,
diabetic
did that dog just like get on her 10 seconds? before
diabetic
she passed
service
out?
dogs detect low blood sugar by recognizing the scent of low blood sugar on humans' breath or emitted through their pores.
Yeah,
So they smell it.
that's fucking.
And they smell
insane.
COVID. They smell people with, like having seizures. Like it's crazy. They
They're
like
so
hold
smart.
people down when
Literally,
they're
it
having
was-
seizures.
Yeah.
It was a dog that went up to a woman like 10 seconds before she passed out. She like looked at him. She's like, "What?" Looked at her watch. She's like, "Oh, it is." I was like, "Oh, that's kind of terrifying."
Yeah.
I'd be like, "Oh, hi, buddy. What's up?" Oh no, this is a bummer. Here we go.
They are man's best friend.
Yeah, they are. I think it's crazy how they're the therapy dogs too. When someone has like anxiety and stuff.
Yeah.
My dog's a therapy dog.
I think
Really?
it's
Trained.
crazy.
Lucy's mom was a therapy dog.
Oh.
But the Seeing Eye dog's crazy too.
Yeah.
Those are nuts.
And it's right down the street from here.
What?
The Seeing Eye, where it's founded. It is in Morristown.
What? Oh, like where they train the seeing eye dogs? Really?
Like that's where it was founded. Is
Those are
Morristown, New
crazy,
Jersey.
too.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. That's why we have in Morristown. It's the guy with the hat.
And the
walking
dog.
And the dog?
Yeah.
Is he blind?
He has a stick,
He
right?
just founded it.
Oh.
Yeah. But you see, like how does it know where you want to go? For one, I don't get it.
Yeah,
and
it's
how does it
crazy.
know
Where to go?
Where?
Like if you need to go to the store.
Yeah. Hey, dog, take me to Target. Just walk me there.
Just like knows you're blind.
It makes no sense. I don't get it.
And knows to roll, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And never blows it.
Yeah, dogs are good.
Also, the thing is on like bathrooms, the little dots. There's this name for
Braille.
them. That.
Braille.
I think that's cool.
Braille.
How you learn that.
Yeah.
I think it's so
Yeah.
interesting that it's not just typed out like letters and you can't just feel
Yeah.
your finger over
I guess
a
it's not
letter.
as fast or something.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, if you like... There's no way.
They do it quick.
I want to learn Braille. Do you just like what, go over it once? Or do you like
Look how
touch
hard it is to learn Braille.
Or do you like touch each letter?
I think you just go over it. Well, like once you're good at
It's
it,
like a
you can
sentence?
just,
Like
yeah.
every dot in its line is a letter.
Yeah.
Like depending on.
Yeah, I know it's like up and right and then like down.
Wait.
Like they're like little symbols.
You know, I always found it kind of comical. It's just like for doors and stuff, like they have signs and it has Braille on. I'm like, okay, well, how is this person gonna know this is here?
Yeah.
Like, you think they're just gonna come up and just start feeling
Yeah, and just start
walls
feeling.
for
Like
Braille?
blind people don't walk around
Yeah.
like this, just waiting for Braille to pop up.
Yeah.
How are they like, yo, where's the...
Bathroom. Oh, okay.
Because even if you see like a blind person come up to you and ask like, "Yo, where's the bathroom?" You're not gonna be like, "Oh, it's down by those 2 doors."
Yeah.
Go figure out which one. All you, pal.
They said blind people they dream with vision.
Ooh. Oh. How do they know what anything looks like?
So that's the thing. That's the people that were born with it, with blindness. They see like, you know, when you close your eyes and you see like colors and stuff. That's what they think they see, but they can't describe it because they can't speak.
I don't like that.
But
No,
they see in the brain the same stuff. I don't know.
It's like
it's
like the thing like, you know, what if your color blue is different than my color blue?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it probably is.
I love that.
Probably is.
So much. Like that, like Jersey could just be like green to you.
Yeah.
But you're just told it's blue, so it's blue.
It's all perspective, and we literally evolved as animals to perceive the world to help us survive in a certain way. Animals like bats use ultrasound. They see through that. They don't see with their eyes. And like butterflies and bees and birds, like hummingbirds, they see what's it called? UV rays. So flowers and stuff that have pollen or need to be pollinated have this like UV stuff on it, and they're brighter, so they know to go to that. It's weird.
It's weird.
And we can't see that, but that's how they evolved. They see the world in a different way.
Crazy.
You get it's wild.
It's wild.
It's wild. But that's what I'm saying. Like the world is just vibrations.
It's going back to Van Gogh.
It is, and this is just how our minds perceive it. But this reality is not real. It's just the way we.
I think it's a
look at it.
simulation.
You do?
I think we're living in a yeah.
What kind? Like The Sims?
I don't even know.
Some weird freak porno.
Just
simulation?
sometimes, like when you're just like, I saw this TikTok, and it's like in the middle of like this city, and there's a ram walking through the city. I'm like, that's a glitch.
Yeah.
That's a glitch.
I don't know about a simulation, but I definitely get like the whole like you guys could just be like NPCs, you know? What is it?
Yeah.
Like just like nothing. Just like not robots, but just like figments of my imagination even. Like the only thing that I can actually prove is real is my own consciousness.
Yeah. I think therefore I
And
am.
if I can prove my own consciousness, I can prove my own existence, but I can't prove yours in any way.
Yeah.
Like I could be asleep in a coma, you couldn't be my dream.
That's like the Truman Show.
I love that movie.
So good.
Everybody's watching that, dude.
Yeah. It's fire.
Just going through life.
Sometimes I think that. I'm like, that's
the day I texted you guys, I think I'm in the Truman Show. I was watching a YouTube video and the dude said that he was in the Truman. It was I was watching Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave.
Yeah, later that night, and he said something about being in the Truman Show, and I'm like, okay, you guys think that's funny? Throw that in this episode.
Yeah.
Owen almost cracked it this week. I'm gonna fucking get you. Like, all right, let's do this. Let's play this game.
We're all just watching you.
Yeah, you guys were like, look at him.
Fucking idiot.
He actually texted us.
Yeah.
He knows. It's a bummer because like you could be, but I wouldn't know.
No, it is, especially with all this. That's what I texted for Durga about. It was the multiple universes theory. Like, pretty much, it says you could choose left or right, and in this universe you choose right, but it creates another universe where you chose left. Okay. So there's like an infinite amount of universes with an infinite amount of us's, which to me, I'm like, fuck that. I don't
Yeah.
like that at all. But
We're so tiny.
we are. And this universe is huge.
Makes perfect sense to me.
No, I understand, but I don't like it. Like, I don't like the concept of it. Because, like, what if I'm in a version that's the shitty version?
Yeah.
Where I keep making the wrong decisions.
Oh, it's on you. I'm
But-
killing it.
But if I chose this way, then there's one that got shot that way.
Yeah. You'll never, ever, ever get to see what that world.
Would you know?
You know what's weird? So you make one small little decision like
don't
that. Like Castro wakes up one morning, decides to implement the travel ban, right? Gianna's parents never make it here. Gianna never exists.
Yeah.
That easy. Something
butterfly.
so small.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah, it's
nuts.
crazy.
It's not.
Like
wild.
if, Like, so, I don't know, just such tiny events that could have happened. Like, if I didn't go do this one thing, I would have never seen something about Morristown Baird. I would have never said, let me go visit. I would have never come toward, never met you guys. So weird.
It is.
If it wasn't for my brother and Matt Starr coming into my room being like, you need to go to Morristown Baird.
Yeah. We wouldn't be sitting here.
Because I was going to go to Morris Catholic. Imagine.
Fuck that.
Imagine.
That would have sucked. How would we have known you?
I would have been a public school kid.
That's why. Do you think things happen? Do you think I'm religious, so I think like God puts it in our lives. But how do you guys see it? Like, do you think things happen for a reason?
Yeah.
No.
No.
All right, let's create the universe, and then let's give a 10-year-old cancer. All part of the plan.
It's definitely fucked up in that way, but
you don't know.
I don't like it when people say that. Like, everything happens for a reason. It's all part of the plan. Like, no, it's not.
But
everything's random. You can predict nothing.
I don't agree with
But everything's also already, like, happened and predetermined.
So you believe in determinism, which is just.
I think so. I actually don't. I don't really know.
Okay, so that means you don't believe in.
No, I know what it means. I just don't know what I believe. I'm just very confused.
No, it's confusing.
Yeah.
I think this is what I talked to Federico about, and he gave me some insight because I used to be a hard determinist, so I thought there was no free will, and then I went back to like I think you all have free will, and now I'm kind of at the part where I think there's both. So he kind of explained to me where. Federico, there's some podcast and stuff. We can just watch it. But some things are set in stone, but we still have the ability to choose. Like I like using the example of my dad got lost in the woods, and before it was a hiking trail, and there was a map, and he said, "I don't need the map. I know where I'm going." And then he got lost in the woods for 2 hours. But like your life, though, I think that God wants you to go down is there. It's there. But when you veer off with like sin and the wrong choices, because He gave us free will, like God gives us the ability to make wrong decisions. That's why it's like, oh, why is there such evil in the world? Well, because we're people. You know, we're mortal. Like we make bad decisions. That's our thing. Like we're sinful creatures. But if it was God's way, it would just be this. But we veer and get lost, and then sometimes you come back in, and then some people just die in the woods. That's kind of how I look at it.
Do you ever feel like
A paper bag.
Religion
In the wind.
wanting to start again?
Sometimes.
Do you ever feel like using a religion in arguments like that is almost like a cop-out? Because we know so little about religion that we can't, you can just say.
Well, I do. Then I'll use this. I could use this. I think there's one right path of good and just actions. Because the truth is all good.
Yeah.
You know, we can't argue that. For you, we can come. Do you agree that there's a perfect life that you could choose with all the right decisions?
Yeah.
Okay, then we could set that as the path. And all other things like distractions like of greed, of gluttony, literally the 7 deadly sins, which is pretty good. It's to things that you get distracted and take you off of a good path. That brings you off the trail. And I think the path of truth is the path of God, because I think God is truth and love. So that is that path. So it's kind of like intertwined. So you could think of it in that way if you're not religious, because there's that one path that's all good, and then you could still get off of it. Does that answer?
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. I just have often at college, since I go to a Catholic college, just when we have like conversations like that, kids just get really upset when you like bring religion in to explain something, because you can basically end any conversation with just, oh no, it's because religion and I believe this.
Yeah.
Because there's no like real hard proof to any type of religion.
Yeah, it's faith. That's the point of it.
And people don't like that, especially in arguments or
I think
in
that's
conversations, like especially in like graded debates. And when you pull like religion into it and you're preaching it to you, you're like, yo, but this is bullshit. Like you can't just.
I think that's what I'm like a philosophy minor. I think I'm gonna make it a major though. But you can't. It is a cop out to use religion. That's why a lot of philosophers don't argue with God in there. Like you can argue for the existence of God, but you can't use God as
your main.
As what is it called? Fuck. I don't know. As the reasoning.
The main argument.
As an argument for it, because you have your premises. You can't use it as a premises to get to your conclusion.
Yeah.
that's a cop out.
Yeah.
You got to find other ways to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is a cop out. I'm with you on that because you can. And then when people get upset, they think they're their own ideas, and they're like, "Oh, fuck you! Oh, you're disagreeing with what I'm saying." Like, dude, fucking open your mind. Like, stop. Like, that's how we get to truth, though. Is when you fucking have a debate with someone, and it makes it stronger. Because if it's like, there's this cool quote I saw. I think I posted on my story. It's like, the truth is like a lion. You don't need to defend the lion. You just let the lion loose, and it will defend itself.
Yeah.
Because if it's true, you're not going to argue. That's why when people are saying like bullshit, it's like then they get scared when you come at them because you're going to find out pretty quick what they're saying. It's just flat out lies.
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
What are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? But do you guys want to talk about anything else? I think it's been fun.
What time is it? It's 9.
Yeah, we've been. I know you got to go to your friends.
Text on text. From
I heard.
My parents.
I heard someone was calling.
Yeah, my parents were just like, "Yo, where are you?"
Yeah.
I love how I didn't know we started until like we were like, I think 5 minutes into our first conversation.
Yeah.
I looked. I was like, "Oh, is this the podcast?"
Yeah, we're still going right now too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, this is what do you say? Wait, come back in the mic. Come back. We need you back.
This is important.
This is
Paul from Barry.
Paul from Barry, like
You texted him back?
Yeah, I did. Why not?
What'd you say?
Because you don't know what he looks like, Gianna.
He was a good looking
He
kid.
said he was a good looking kid.
He said he was.
I said hi. It was fun. How was yours? He said it was good. Definitely drank a little too much yesterday. Haha. Are you from New York?
Say Paul in the name of being totally transparent. I have no fucking clue what you look like. Paul, you could be a 6'8" Hispanic lady,
Like, we don't know anymore.
and I would not know Paul.
Paul from Barry. That's all I got.
Was that a good response text from him? What do you
Definitely drank a little too much. Like obviously.
Duh, Paul.
what do you look for in an ideal guy? What are you looking for?
It's a great question.
Thanks. That's what I'm here for.
I got an easy answer. I just want somebody you can hang out with all day.
I want someone who I get
nice.
along
You
with.
need a best friend.
Yeah.
I don't want someone who annoys me. I just want someone that I get along with.
I don't want someone
Yeah.
I hate, with all my heart.
Yeah.
I don't want them to annoy me, or I don't want to think they're ugly.
We're setting the bar really low here. Someone that doesn't-
Oh, my bar is on the ground.
Someone that
It
I'll
doesn't.
fight with.
It doesn't. It's not very hard.
someone you don't fight with.
Yeah, no fighting. Can get
I love
along with
fighting.
all day.
It's fun. It's fun a little fight.
It's definitely healthy to fight.
I love a little fight.
Yeah. Get a little fight in it. But yeah, this is
It's gonna be like annoying to like get married and stuff.
It seems
it feels
hard.
like a lot.
it does.
Like imagine like
I don't know if
not
I'm
being
going
able to
to.
go to a bar and like not
Yeah.
being able to like just harmlessly hit on a girl.
yeah. I guess you grow out of it though.
Do you?
I think so.
The chase. I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think you ever stop wanting to chase.
Yeah.
When I had a girlfriend, all I wanted to do was chase girls, and then now that I chase girls, all I want is a girlfriend.
Yeah. Well,
It's so sad.
Always wanted to
Somebody
get
date me. Oh my God, help. Help. Meg, come back.
I think
And that one's on camera.
not crying. You're crying. Yeah. It's weird.
I doubt you'll watch that deep.
Yeah. I don't think she'll make it a solid out. And if she does, she might come back.
Yeah. We'll get her to come back. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it is weird to think though. I was literally just turned on TV and it was like I think it was Blackish. You ever hear that show?
Yeah, terrible show. Modern Family, but worse.
I've never really watched it, but the quote.
Fresh off the boat, similar idea. They just kind of went with like the family idea,
Yeah.
but just went like multiracial with it.
Yeah, good for them.
Interesting.
But the lady was like talking to the kid. And it was about marriage and about how people change. It's like you love them through the change. I forgot the quote.
People
It was pretty good,
change
though.
so much.
People do change a
So
lot.
Like
much.
if I was dating someone for the past 3 years, they'd be like, "Yo, what?
Yeah.
Like who are you?"
But
I'm
we
not-
evolve.
I'm not at all who I was senior year. of
Neither
high
was
school.
I.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I'm so different. And freshman year to senior year of high school, I didn't talk to anybody freshman year.
Yeah.
It changed so much then.
I mean, we're growing. I don't think we ever stop.
Imagine just having to love you don't know how somebody's gonna change, and you just have to like That's you. Sorry. Sorry, you're locked in for life.
Yeah,
You're married. That's your guy.
But you changing together.
You are. And if it's someone like you could chill with, and you have the same values,
same morals, same.
You align. Like I feel like you're changing in the same
together.
direction. That's nice. Well, I hope we all find someone we can
to change and adapt with.
Cheers to that. I really appreciate you guys coming on. It's been hot. It's been a lot to get you guys here.
I know.
Finally.
It has been a lot to get us here.
Or difficult people to have.
Yeah.
My schedule. You can
So
talk to my
busy.
agent if you want to get me back for a sequel, but
Shit.
Tough to do with
I
a catch.
doubt it. It's going to take months.
Yeah, but I had a lot of fun. I'm glad we did this. So
was
thank
great.
you guys. Peace.
One more whale noise.
Yeah.